This program will be brought to you by the following sponsors.
It's a wrong road. Echo when they're getting newborns. Body stronger. The farther on you go. Thought I knew you. But can't never say I know me. That sorry shadow I could turn out to be. Sometimes I cannot. Just can't understand where my head is at. Oh, what my heart is saying. All throughout the struggle, sometimes I feel I can't shake the habit. I just can't wake up. But I know in the end I'll be the chill. 'Cause the road will go on with me or without. Making no compromise. Fighting for a better life.
Persona 4 Arena.
Okay, here we go again. Welcome back again, friends, strangers, enemies, and hello, Virgil. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We are doing more Persona 4 Arena tonight, and, yeah, 3 more stories to go before we get to the epilogues. And this time around, if you could tell by the, title of the video, we are going to be doing Chie's story, Best Girl story. I want to remind everybody before we begin, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all my follow me on all my socials. Kind of started mumbling for a minute there. And, yeah, here we go.
Very well.
Chie time. Doing well. That's good. May 2nd. It's cloudy today. The wind's a little chilly for May, but it's the perfect weather for my daily run. Personally, I'd prefer it to be sunnier, but then I'd have to worry about UV rays and all that stuff. I guess this is okay. Got my favorite sneakers on, and I'm ready to go. Oh, I should tell my mom that I'm leaving.
Taking off, Mom! You've been going every day lately. I'm surprised you're sticking to it.
The body is the temple, you know. I gotta start training now.
Now?
Oh no, it's nothing.
Well, don't forget to train your brain, too.
Yes, Mother.
I mutter a response to my mom's casual remarks as I rush out the door. My name is Chie Satonaka. I'm a third-year student attending Yasugami High School. After a certain series of events that occurred last year, I finally found out what I want to be in the future. I want to become a police officer. I'm going to make myself strong and protect everything or everyone from bad people. I know that's kind of a childish reason, but I'm serious. But because I'm so serious about it, I haven't been able to tell my parents about it yet either. But I've already talked about it with my guidance counselor, and I want to get to the police academy. And although I'm only a third year, it's May. Considering that a lot of people around me are still troubled about what to do after they graduate, I feel like I've got a slight lead over them. Well, even so, I still need to make sure that I study a lot too. But, to be honest, that's not going so great. I mean, it's so much more fun to go out for a run like this instead of sitting at a desk all day.
Feeling good.
Looking good too, best girl. I take a deep breath of the damp air and start my run down the road to Semigawa at my usual pace. Inaba is, and let's be honest here, out in sticks. It takes a couple of hours switching trains to get here from a real city. Some people hate that there's nothing here, and others think it's a bother how everybody knows everybody else. But to tell the truth, I like it. There's so many places to run, and I like greeting the people I meet along the way. I wave to a man that I usually bump into near the floodplain. He notices me as well and waves back.
Hey there, Chie-chan. Did something good happen?
Oh, can you tell?
Is it that obvious? I mean, Golden Week starts tomorrow after all. That in itself is enough to amp me up, but even better, Yukon's coming back tomorrow.
Is it what I think it is? You finally caught yourself a boyfriend?
Yep, and he is returning.
Jeez, you always have to bring that up.
Be careful on your jog.
Yu Narukami, he transferred here from the city last year. And he transferred out again in the spring. Though it was fast, he became a great friend. When he left, I prepared for the thought that I wouldn't get to see him much anymore. When I learned he was coming back, I was ecstatic. Well, he'll only be back for a short time. He's just spending the holidays here. I look up at the sky. The light gray clouds are a bit gloomy, but the weather doesn't bother me at all. I'm too busy looking forward to tomorrow. I pick up my pace and quickly pass through the shopping district. After continuing down the road, I eventually come out at the Semigawa floodplain that flows through the center of town. I want to run a little more. Just as I was considering going all the way to the park on the top of the hill, I heard something that I never expected to hear again.
Did you see the Midnight Channel the other night?
The Midnight Channel?
Wait a sec. Hey, did you just say Midnight Channel? Excuse me?
Two girls seemed startled that I suddenly jumped into their conversation. Actually, one of them backs away, like she's scared or something. She doesn't have to freak out that much.
Chie-senpai? What? Do you know her? No, I don't know anything.
These girls are wearing Yasugami High uniforms, so they have to at least be first years, right? One of them seems to know me, but why is she freaked out? Did I come on way too strong? I try speaking in a softer tone of voice and continue on.
Sorry to barge in, but well, I'm kind of interested in the Midnight Channel. And I overheard you talking about it, so you mind telling me what you were saying?
What was it you told me? I heard that this time it's like a fighting show and that the people on it were fighting each other.
I didn't know who was on it. I couldn't tell anything at all.
Huh? But you just said.
Well, please excuse us. Come on, let's go. Hey!
One of them pulls on the other's arm until the two of them run off towards the shopping district. They completely ignore me when I try to stop them. Even if I was coming on too strong in the beginning, didn't that girl's attitude suddenly change when she learned my name?
Huh? What was that? Did she not like me or something? But I've never even met her. I didn't do anything wrong, did I?
Can I think of any reasons? Well, I kind of can. My friends tend to stick out in this rural town for one reason or another. Sometimes people can dislike you just for being a part of the crowd that stands out. It was especially bad when I entered the school beauty pageant last year. I was forced into it, just for the record. I heard a lot of talk behind my back. Then again, it only came from very few people. I wonder if that was part of that, or I wonder if... Oh wait, I did read that right, okay. I wonder if that was part of that too. I don't let it get to me, but seeing someone react like that to my face does make me a little upset. Still, the Midnight Channel, a fighting show. People were fighting? I wanted to ask more about what she meant. Would they have not run away if I'd just gone up to them and talked to them like a normal person? Can't I do something about this habit of doing stuff without thinking about it?
I need to get better at getting information, or I'll be one lousy police officer.
I sigh to myself and then get back to my run.
The Midnight Channel.
As I munch on an awesome meat bun from Aya, my late night dessert that I saved from the diner, I roll onto my bed. Oh man, this meat bun is amazing. You just heat it up in the microwave for a minute, and the outside gets all fluffy. Then the juices get all over you when you bite into it like a meat apple. Chie loves her meat. I take my time to savor this wonderful meat bun while I look outside the window. It's still cloudy, but it's not raining.
I wonder if it'll start raining before midnight.
The weather forecast did say that it would start raining tonight. I think it'll be okay. I can't watch the Midnight Channel unless it's raining, after all. This Midnight Channel was an urban legend that was popular last year. They say that if you looked into a turned-off TV at midnight during a rainstorm, your soulmate would appear on the screen. Of course, the real problem was that it wasn't just a rumor. People really could see it. And the people that were shown weren't anything romantic like soulmates. It was actually connected to a series of terrible murders last year. There was a lot of absolutely crazy stuff that happened last year. Another world inside the TV, personas, shadows, the Midnight Channel started it all. But it doesn't come on anymore. It stopped because of all the things, I mean a lot of things, we did. We formed an investigation team and worked together to crack the case. Bear with me for a moment while I treat this tooth. I'm still waiting on word from my dentist to get back to me. I did get a referral for a root canal on this thing, but they have not called back just yet. Hopefully I'll get it fixed up by the end of this upcoming week. Okay, back to it. That's why the Midnight Channel stopped coming on, or so I thought. But if someone's seen it recently, I can't ignore it. Still,
Why is it back on the air?
there's still some time before midnight, but I just can't concentrate. I should turn on the TV and kill some time.
This is iNews bringing you the headlines for May 2nd. We begin with the hijacking of a domestic flight yesterday morning.
At Jeunesse, every day is Customer Appreciation Day. Come see for yourself and get in touch with our products.
Oh, I know. Maybe Yosuke's heard a couple of rumors about this.
That's a great idea, even for me. And when you have a great idea, you gotta act on it immediately. I grab my cell phone and bring up Yosuke's number. Yosuke Hanamura, he's a classmate of mine. He's one of the friends that I worked hard with on the investigation team. He's a clown, though always doing stupid things. But his dad owns the Jeunesse Megamart in town, and Yosuke's always talking to the girls while working there. Well, more like helping out. So he knows a lot of gossip. I bet he'll know something about this. Oh wait, is he still at work at this hour? What should I do if he doesn't pick up? Having to leave a message makes me more nervous than when I talk to a real live person. Wonder if I'm the only one who feels that way.
Yo, Chie, what's up?
Oh, I'm glad you picked up. Are you free to talk right now?
Yeah, I just got off work. Didn't I already email you about tomorrow? You deleted without reading it, didn't you?
How stupid do you think I am?
Sheesh, he's as rude as always. But there's a part of me that's relieved to hear his cheerful voice. I hadn't noticed it until just now, but it seems that part of me was a bit shaken when I heard about the Midnight Channel starting up again. Wait, now's not the time to be relieved. I have to be gathering information. When I think that to myself, I find myself talking lower, like I'm sharing a secret.
Anyway, I heard a sort of disturbing rumor. The Midnight Channel might be back again.
Huh? The Midnight Channel? There's no way. Who told you that?
An underclassman at our school. I tried to get more details out of her, but she took off in a huge hurry.
Dude, you didn't growl at her or anything when you asked her about it, did you?
Maybe I did look pretty scary. Now that he's brought it up, I'm not so sure of myself anymore. But not even Yosuke knows about the Midnight Channel's reappearance. Maybe the rumor only started up recently. Well, we still need to pull whatever information we have. That's how an investigation works.
No, I was completely normal. At least I think I was. So anyway, the girl she was with said something about a fighting show. I didn't get any details, but she didn't seem like she was lying. And hey, the forecast says it's gonna rain tonight. Why don't we check it out?
Yeah, good call. If this is for real, we can't ignore it. But if it turns out to be a hoax, you better buy me dinner.
Then you owe me steak if it's true.
What? Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
I should call Yukiko too. Oh wait, she might be too busy to pick up.
Yeah, we can leave Worst Girl out of this. I end the call with Yosuke. I should tell Yukiko about this next. Yukiko Magi. She's another classmate of mine and has been my best friend since we were kids. Wow, sounds like a lot of desperation there, Chie. Find better people. The Magi Inn that her family runs is a luxurious establishment with quite a history. The thought of being the successor to her family legacy seemed to have weighed her down, but she appears to have made up her mind and is having fun with it. That doesn't mean that she doesn't complain every once in a while. Still, even if she does pick up this late at night, I might be bothering her. All I really need to do is tell her what's going on, so I'll just send her an email. Oh, I should ask her where and when we are supposed to meet up tomorrow. I mean, I remember it. I totally do. But to be honest, I checked my inbox and couldn't find Yosuke's email. Looks like I erased it when I cleaned out that expired Junes mailing list. Sometimes I just associate the words Yosuke and Junes together without thinking. I'm actually a little shaky about it when we're supposed to meet. And the more I think about it, the less sure that I am that I remember it right.
Maybe I really am that stupid. Jeez.
There, email sent. Now, who else haven't I told yet? Oh, there is Naoto-kun. Actually, she told me beforehand she would be in Inaba during Golden Week. I guess she couldn't free up her work schedule. She sounded so disappointed on the phone, too. With that on my mind, I searched through my contact list for her anyway.
Hi, Naoto-kun? Oh, I'm not interrupting your work, am I?
No, it's quite alright.
I double-checked with her just to make sure something's changed, or just in case something's changed, and she can make it. Looks like she really can't. After making sure, I decided not to tell her about what might be another case. I'd feel bad about making her worry when she can't come back here.
It really is a shame. Give my regards to Senpai and the others, won't you?
Will do. Good luck with the job.
Alright, all I can do now is wait for midnight. There's still some time. It's past 11:30. Maybe I'll be able to concentrate now when there's nothing fun to do. Well, I tried, but it was still useless. While I'm lying face down on my desk, I hear a faint sound hitting my window. Also, hang on, let's take a look at her background here. Got stuffed animals all over the place, got a punching bag in the middle of the room, got pull-up bar, boxing gloves, dumbbells, maracas, little bendable smiley thing. Nice room. Rush over to my window.
Yes, rain! Keep it up, clouds.
Never heard of anybody that excited for rain before. The Midnight Channel should show up then. No, I don't think I should get so hasty. It may just be only a rumor. Still, I want to hurry up and see if it's going to come on or not. Considering that Yukon is coming back, it'd be great if there was nothing else to have to worry about. Once I make sure it doesn't show up, I'll pray for the rain to lift so we'll have a great reunion under clear skies tomorrow. I take a seat in front of the TV and wait. Man, can't time hurry up a bit?
Kind of brings back memories.
Waiting for the Midnight Channel like this. It's as if the investigation team has picked up right where it left off. When I close my eyes, those memories come back like it was only yesterday. Yukon was our leader and Yosuke was his partner. The two of them fought back to back, always perfectly in tune with each other. Then there's Yukiko, who could be a bit off sometimes, but she's kind and warm-hearted. Yeah, just don't meet the voice actress. She is a frigid, cold-hearted bitch. She's my best friend. She was one of the victims in the case, too. Saving Yukiko was actually the first job for the investigation team. Then there's Kanji-kun. He's 1 year younger than us, and though he seems like an oddly feminine juvenile delinquent, is he, though? He's a man at heart. Is he really that feminine? I mean, he makes stuffed animals, but that's not really very effeminate. It's, sewing is a good skill to have. There's also Rise-chan, or Rosette, who's actually a famous pop idol. Oh, I can't forget Naoto-kun. She's a real detective. Finally, there's Teddy. He's always a clown and jokes around, but it's hard to hate him. Until he starts creeping on Nanako. The more I think about it, the more I realize that the group is really full of strange people. I guess there's no helping the fact that we'd get talked about then. But now we're just used to being together. To be honest, if it hadn't been for the case, I might never have gotten to know some of them. Still, I never want to have to go through anything like that again.
Just 5 more minutes to go.
When I swallow, the sound is amazingly loud. My hands are cold, and I have unconsciously curled them into fists. Please don't show up. I mean, if it does, then there might be another victim. I just want to laugh about this tomorrow. If Yosuke just laughed it off, thinking that I tricked him into staying up all night for no reason. I really don't want someone to get hurt again. And we can skip that. We've seen that cutscene plenty of times before. I'm frozen on the spot for a good 30 seconds before I could shout. After that initial burst, though, I don't know what to say. Yes, that was the Midnight Channel. It was as clear as day. And I was on it. There was no mistake. That was me. And there was some stupid catchphrase tagged onto all of us. Before I know it, my cell's in my hand, and I've dialed a number.
Hello?
What the hell was that carnivore?
The instant Yosuke picks up, I can't restrain myself from venting my anger on him. What the hell was that all about? Seriously, what the hell?
Ow! You almost blew out my eardrum!
I haven't discarded it! I haven't, you hear me? I need tools too, you know, and I haven't discarded my womanhood!
Alright, just calm down.
What was that about? Is that what everyone's been seeing? No wonder that girl got so spooked this afternoon.
Yeah, there was a carnivore that discarded womanhood right in front of her. She must have thought that I was gonna eat her or something. It must have been scarier than the boogeyman. No.
That's a good girl. Calm down.
Hey, don't treat me like a rabid animal!
Well, just think about how I feel. That Captain Ressentiment part isn't too cool. Let's ignore that for now. Look, there's something that bothered me about what we just saw. Teddy was in that video, and he looked like he's hosting the whole thing.
Really?
Plus, he hasn't come home yet. And he's not picking up his cell either.
What?
Can you call Yukiko? I'll try and contact the others. I'm gonna hang up now, but I'll call back in about 30 minutes, okay?
Got it.
I hurry up and call Yukiko. She seems badly shaken up too, and her voice is trembling. I was about to try and console her about it, but the reason she was so shaken up was a little different. It wasn't because of what was on the Midnight Channel, but a phone call that she'd received earlier tonight.
Rise-chan's gone missing?
Yeah, her manager called the Amagi Inn to ask if I knew anything. Could it be related to the Midnight Channel?
I don't know about that, but...
Even though that's what I said, I was convinced otherwise. The Midnight Channel was, or must be related to how Teddy and Rise-chan have gone missing. I don't have any proof, but think about the timing. There has to be some kind of connection here. In any case, I check with Yukiko about our meeting tomorrow before I hang up. Later, though, another troubling tidbit was added when Yosuke called me again.
Looks like Kanji's missing too. His mom told me that he was sleeping in the living room, but then he disappeared.
Bear with me for a moment. Just figured I would put out another thing on Twitter, let people know that I'm live.
Then Teddy, Rise-chan, and Kanji-kun...
Yeah, this might be serious. I'll see you at the food court tomorrow.
I glare at the TV screen. Of course, since it's turned off, nothing's on it. I don't care about it, any stupid catchphrases now. I'm just worried about the friends that we can't get in touch with.
Please be okay.
I didn't manage to get any sleep that night, so I got to the meeting place much earlier than I was supposed to. This is the food court on the Junes roof. It's where the investigation team usually met. The light clouds from last night have blown away, and a nice breeze is passing through the area. Now, where should I wait for everyone? Just when I was convinced that I was the first one here, I see that narrow back of my best friend.
Yukiko, you're early!
Good morning, Chie. I couldn't stop thinking about things, so I wrapped up my shift at the inn early and came here.
Yukiko smiles. Man, she's so pretty as usual. Is she, though? Is she, though? Just seeing her smile makes me feel a little embarrassed. But Yukiko's not just about looks. On top of being trained in etiquette at the inn, she's elegant and smart. Are we looking at the same character here, Chie? Obviously, she's insanely popular among the guys. Mega early stream, dude, what the hell is going on these days? Welcome to stream, Uwu person. Yeah. I am actually on a vacation for winter until January 6th, so I figured I would do a stream today. Don't know if I'm going to be doing anything tonight. I may just put more hours into Oblivion, but we may see about doing more Persona later on tonight as well. I don't know yet, though. There are times when I'm honestly envious of her for having things that I don't. But I'm proud of her, and I'm always happy that she's my friend. A woman's mind is complicated. Yeah, I said it, a woman's mind. I haven't discarded my womanhood, damn it.
I actually made a boxed lunch for everyone. Let's eat it together later.
Wow, a boxed lunch? You made it?
Don't worry, I made sure to taste test it first so it won't be like last year. I think.
Well, you've got a point. We don't want people to keep calling us poison chefs, do we? Ooh, that does smell really good. Oh man, I can't wait to try it.
You missed last night's stream, which is a rare thing for someone like you to do. Yeah, it probably would have been a better stream if I had somebody to actually talk to while I was playing the game. Like, that GoldenEye, it was jank as fuck, and it wasn't all that fun to play. Like, it was just a repetitive shooting, and not the good kind either. So I think it would have been a saving grace if I would have had somebody to actually talk to while I was playing, but yeah, it was just me kind of suffering for the whole stream, just mainly silent until somebody tuned in later. It smells so good, I'm sure it'll be okay. Yukiko's really been doing her best lately, after all. So you were missed last night. Indeed you were. Indeed you were. As Yukiko blushes shyly, I notice two people entering the food court from behind her. That's Yosuke and Yukon.
Sorry I'm late. I ran into this guy at the elevator.
Good to see you guys again.
Welcome back! The guest of honor's finally here. You're looking well.
Welcome back. Should we...
Huh? Oh, he already knows about the Midnight Channel thing. He's actually the one who called me up about it.
Oh, I see. This has turned into a pretty thrown-together reunion, hasn't it? But I'm glad you came.
Once Yukon takes a seat, Yosuke clears his throat in an exaggerated way and looks to all of us. Ooh, is this going where I think this is going? When I glance towards Yukiko, our eyes meet and we can't help but laugh.
Well, it sucks that we can't hang out more before jumping into another mystery, but to celebrate our partner's return, I hereby reinstate the investigation team in response to the Midnight Channel going back on the air last night.
Oh, the team is back! Just hearing that name again gets me all fired up. Yeah, let's do this!
I don't think the applause is necessary.
But it gets us all hyped up. Yosuke smiles to himself and looks at Yukon, but Yukon was about to start clapping along with us. Yosuke just shrugs awkwardly. Everyone laughs at this, and the mood lightens considerably. It's like we never changed. I feel like in this brief time we've completely filled in the last couple of months. That we'd been away. It's like Yukon never went back to the city.
Let's get cracking. I mean, this is no laughing matter.
The relaxed air suddenly tightens with Yosuke's words. With the Midnight Channel airing, we all understand what that
No one's
means.
heard from Teddy, Kanji, or Rise. Just those three, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got a hold of Naoto-kun, but I didn't tell her about this stuff. She told me she couldn't make it today because of her job, so I didn't want to worry her. She seemed pretty bummed that she couldn't be here, too.
Naoto-kun seriously seemed busy when I talked to her. It would have been reassuring if we had Naoto-kun here, since she's such an amazing detective that even the police ask for her assistance. She has to be doing something really important right now.
One thing's been bothering me. The picture on the TV was very clear last night.
I think about what came on last night. Yeah, the picture was really clear. There was no static or digital fuzz or anything. I could easily tell who was on it. But isn't that odd? Excuse me. Everyone else has the same doubts I do. Yukon speaks up and asks about the reason behind it.
Yeah. Going by the pattern from last year, it wouldn't be that clear until after the victim entered the TV.
Hey, isn't this the first time a big group of people was shown together? Plus, we're still here.
Why us anyway? And what's up with those insulting descriptions?
I look over to Yukiko after that. Crap, she's angry. She still has a beautiful smile on, but I can tell that she's seriously mad. Hey, don't get mad at me. Your nickname wasn't that bad. At least the unconquerable Snow Black is still feminine. It's just a joke about Snow White. I got stuck with Carnivore. Yeah, I know that's not the problem here, but still.
What bothers me most is Teddy. He was acting like the host of that show.
Yukon said the same thing Yosuke said yesterday. Now that's our leader. Even though he's been slapped with some insane label like Sister Complex Kingpin, he's as calm as ever.
Yeah, we can't find him.
This smells fishy. Then again, I doubt he would play a prank like this for no reason.
I guess we'll just have to go inside the TV and find out what's going on.
Won't we be stuck in there without Teddy to give us an exit?
Uh-huh, not so. I've had Teddy keep the exit TV out on that side.
Look at you, all prepared.
I mean, think about it. What if we were half asleep and fell into a TV when Teddy wasn't over there? Isn't that a scary thought?
Like anyone would be that clumsy.
Well, there is someone who almost fell in like that. I suddenly remember back when we simply brushed off his claims that that he could go into the TV. I remember that you had said that he had gotten stuck because his TV screen was so small or something like that. He had been so serious. Sorry, since you're the most chatty one in the streams, you sort of got yourself comfortable whenever I say it's quiet and no one tuning in for commentary. You sort of think that I'm referring to you. No, I'm speaking in like a general sense. Like, if there's nobody to carry on the conversation, I kind of just like go quiet and I just make brief commentaries here and there. It's like I don't really carry on a conversation with anybody. It's still hard for me to talk to something that isn't there. I mean, I'm not insane, so I can't just talk to myself. It feels like it feels like that was a long time ago.
Anyway, it sounds like it's safe for us to go investigate then.
Yeah, there's no doubt that something's going on in there. Is everyone ready?
We're all good to go. To tell the truth, I had a hunch that this was going to happen.
Everyone stands up excitedly, ready to show that we're all prepared. We're headed for the electronics department in Junes. We know that the big screen TV there will allow us to enter that other world. You're not insane, but you do sometimes talk to Oxygen here. That's when you're gaming. Yeah, I can't really do that myself. I'm mostly just silent whenever I'm doing my gaming and stuff. Unless I have somebody to talk to. Actually, we could use one another's TVs, but there's no way to know where we'd end up. So we just stick with the one TV. I could feel myself getting more fired up with every step I take. If the friends we couldn't get in touch with have been dragged into something, then I have to rescue them. My fingers are still cold as I curl them into a fist. It's been a while, so I'm nervous. When I glance at Yukiko, she doesn't look very enthusiastic either.
Yukiko, it'll be alright. You don't need to scrunch up your face.
Was I doing that?
Yeah, you're gonna give yourself wrinkles.
I'll be more careful.
Don't worry, things are different from the way they were last year. We're old pros at this.
That brings a smile back to Yukiko's face. When I see her relax, my nervousness unravels along with hers. Yeah, we'll be okay. I'm sure we'll be able to save them. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen this one, so we're just gonna watch it. Give me time to treat this tooth again.
So the store's full of people.
Feel like things are picking up around town.
It's time to go.
Hello. All the models are on sale right now.
You know, it's been a while since last time.
I'm a little nervous.
Whoa, wait! There are still people in this aisle!
Hey, get ready!
Huh?
The customers are going away!
Uh-huh.
Let's go!
I did say that you were missed last night and you're holding on to that. Yeah, you were missed last night. Honey OTU was also missed.
Isn't this different from usual? Oh no!
And Black Healer.
What can we do? We can't stop now!
Random Mark Zero ended up showing up for that string briefly, though. Haven't seen him in quite a while. I think he's been getting more and more busy with schooling and work. When I wake up, I notice that I'm lying on the ground. I quickly get up and make sure that I'm alright. Okay, I don't hurt anywhere. It's been a while since I had to enter TV, but there was something different this time. There isn't usually that sensation of falling forever. I cautiously check my surroundings. And I'm awestruck.
Is this our school?
You did skip ahead to the end and saw that I said next Sunday is Ocarina of Time. Yep, we are going to be starting up Ocarina of Time next week. That's the gate to Yasugami High School. I should know it. I go there almost every day. Hey, didn't the TV world turn into some kind of beautiful place when we finished the case? Did it change back?
What do you guys...
I turn around expecting to see my friends nearby, but lo and behold, there's nobody there.
Go. Hey! Is anyone there?
I call out, but there's no answer. There isn't even an echo. My voice just disappears, as if the sound is being sucked away. Usually, we'd come out together when we went in through the same TV. Yukon, Yosuke, Yukiko, where did they all go? I anxiously look around, but there's no one.
Where is this?
I know I'm in the TV world, so why does it look like Yasugami High? And there's all these weird decorations all over the place. It's like the week before the Culture Festival, but different. Huh? That reminds me. What was on the Midnight Channel? Not the people, but...
Was it the P1 Grand Prix?
You gotta go? You're still at work and you decide to stop on your break, but you're going back to hell? Alright. Well, try to have a good day at work, and, if I decide to stream later on tonight, hopefully I'll see you then. If not, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. So, yeah. Have a good rest of your day, Uwu person. Just as I say that, smoke suddenly gushes from the sides of a big monitor set up at the school gate.
What is this?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get our program started.
Is that Risei-chan?
A loud cheer accompanies her voice. Where's that coming from? There shouldn't be any people here. I look around wildly, while Risei-chan continues on the screen.
There's no need for manners or courtesy or anything today, so let it all hang out. Tell us how you really feel. I, Reset, will be your commentator. But first, the General would like to say a few words.
Commentator?
It seems the time has come. I'm proud to announce the opening of our very own P1 Grand Prix.
Wait, the General is Teddy?
Now Teddy's on the monitor, and he's dressed all weird. We came here because we were worried about something that happened to him. And now that stupid bear's up to shenanigans?
Hey you! What are you doing? What's all this about?
Welcome, Chie-chan. You must now strive to become the champion among all fighters.
Champion among all fighters? You don't mean we're gonna fight each other like it said on the Midnight Channel, do you?
You're quick to understand. I bet you're already aching to get started, huh?
Hey, enough with this sick joke. Everyone's worried about you, you know.
I wouldn't know about that. Bring out the first challenger.
On cue, the smoke gushes out of the monitor again, and I see a familiar silhouette. It's Yukon, so I'm not alone here. I rush over to him with relief.
Oh, thank goodness you're okay. I guess I got separated from everyone else. Anyway, listen, I found Teddy, but he's not making any sense at all. He's telling us to fight against each other.
Not making any sense?
He laughs slightly at my words, and suddenly draws his weapon.
What's wrong?
Aren't you gonna prepare yourself? The P1 Grand Prix already started.
I see my own dumbfounded face reflected on his blade. This is all so sudden. I can't understand what's happening. Prepare myself? Does that mean we're gonna fight? I'm gonna fight Yukon?
Well, what's gotten into you? Seriously, I can't fight you.
If I go for my usual 3 hours, perhaps you'll be out in time to stop in again. Well, these, stories on Persona, these take about 2.5 hours each, I think. So by the time that you get back, I'll probably be wrapping things up. I'm not going to be doing Kanji's story tonight. We'll probably either do that tomorrow or on Wednesday.
Why?
Why?
You're naturally violent, though. That's why you want to become a police officer. So you can be violent on the job. The serving and protecting things just to cover.
What are you saying?
His words are even more of a shock. Is this really Yukon? I look at him over and over again, from top of his head to the tip of his toes. But that's him, our leader. I'd know him anywhere. When I can't say anything in response to him, he sneers coldly at
You
me.
just want to act strong, no? So you don't have to face yourself. The real you is weak. You can't protect anyone. You're so pitiful, it's a struggle to protect yourself.
Does she look like Yukiko to you? You're so pitiful. Everything I'd been worked up over in the past year all comes rushing back to me. Before I had wanted to be strong and protect people who were close to me, but at the same time I was using that strength as a crutch. I was depending on the power to keep people from seeing my inner weakness. It was a painful truth about myself, but I learned it over the course of the case. Typical Vinny misreading words. Vinny doesn't grammar well. And I wanted to turn away from it.
But I'm different now.
That's not who I am anymore. Excuse me. I thought Yukon would understand that better than anyone. So why is he saying that?
You always think that about me? Even though you were with me when I faced my shadow?
Or did he change when he went back to the city? Did he forget about us? Did that year we spent together not matter anymore to him? I don't get it. It makes no sense at all.
Looks like things are heating up. Well then, let's get this show started.
You heard her. Face me, or die.
Yukon slowly raises his hand. I know what he's about to do. I've fought along his side for so long. That movement, it's a persona summoning.
You're serious.
I brace for fight and concentrate my senses for the first time in a while. I call out to my inner self. If Yukon is serious, then I have to give this my all too. Come, Tomoe, my persona.
If you've forgotten, then I'll make you remember. Here goes.
Alright, here we go. Don't remember the controls for Chie all that well from the Ultimax version. Seems like I'm doing pretty well for myself, though. I love that attack there. Just that noise that she makes. What the hell was that ability? I guess we'll never know. I beat Yukon? Maybe, but it doesn't make me happy at all. I try my best to fight back the tears that well up in my eyes. That's where I notice that 3 other students are gathered around us. No, I take a better look. These aren't students. They aren't even human. Whatever they are only shaped like people. I was so absorbed in the fight, I didn't pay attention to them, but I vaguely remember seeing them when we were fighting. What are they? They look like people's silhouettes. Could they be shadows? Still, they're not attacking me. Is this some stage effect of Teddy's doing? I try to think about this, but in the end, I turn to Yukon, who's down on his knees. It's no use. I can't think of anything to say right now. And even though my mind's a mess, Teddy shows up on the monitor and starts being a total ass.
That was an amazing fight! Good job in defeating Sensei, Chie-chan. That's our #1 thug!
What is this? Really what you want? Why did did you make me fight him?
Oh, but I'm sure you know why, Chie-chan. Be looking forward to your next opponent.
The monitor turns off. The students around us seem to have lost interest. They leave the area too. What does he mean I know why we're fighting? I almost rush over to help him stand up, but my feet stop. I still don't know how to deal with what he said earlier, but I need to talk to him. Yeah. My mind's still all jumbled, but I have to say something.
I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't hold back at all. It must have hurt. But come on. Weren't you being a little too hard on me?
Yeah, same to you. Although, I kinda get why you'd say that.
Huh?
Yukon sounds like he's pouting as he scratches his head. Huh? Wait a second. Shouldn't I be the one pouting right now?
Let's sort this out. There's too much going on that we don't understand.
Oh, right.
He sounds calm like usual, which helps me cool down a bit. Yeah, this is the usual Yukon. But then, why was he talking like that before? I still don't know how to deal with that, but he's right. We need to sort out what's going on here.
First, the TV world reflects people's hearts, right? This time, it's turned into Yasugami High.
If the same rules as last year apply, then someone related to Yasugami High may have entered here.
Then... where does that get us?
I don't know, but we're forced to participate in this Grand Prix and fight one another.
That host really was Teddy. And Rise-chan's announcing seemed like she was trying to rile us up too.
There's no way it can be them.
Yukon sounds determined. Hearing him talk with such conviction makes me feel relieved for some reason. Yeah, he's right. Neither Teddy nor Rise-chan would do this to us. Teddy does harass the girls, and he's always causing trouble as if everything's a game to him, but he'd protect us with his life when it counts. Rise-chan would too. She's a friend who would do everything she can for us. It's impossible that they'd want to make us fight our friends like this.
Have you seen Yosuke and the others?
No, not yet. We all entered the TV together, too.
I see. Let's meet up with the others first. We'll deal with this new mystery after that.
Right.
Yukon is amazing as ever. It's not just that he's always calm and smart, but he helps others figure out what's most important. He and I start walking to the school together. But
What's wrong?
Yukon suddenly clutches his face and stops for no reason. I wasn't looking beside me, but it sounded like he ran into something. Huh? But there's nothing here, right? He slowly raises his hand and walks forward, and his arms meet resistance in midair. It's like there's a wall right there, but
I got through okay.
I wave my arm through the space where his arms have stopped. Yeah, it went right through. There's nothing here. When Yukon sees that, he looks surprised. What does this mean? While he and I look at each other confused, the monitor comes back on.
I'm so forgetful. No matter how much you try, you can't go any further, Sensei.
Huh?
Actually, no one who loses a match can leave. Only the winner can move on. Those are the rules. Comprende?
The monitor turns off just as suddenly as it turned on.
Hey!
He's watching us, but he doesn't care to listen to anything we have to say? Isn't that selfish? Still, only the winner can move on, huh? If that's not some goofy plot out of a TV show, I don't know what is. What in the world does he want from us? I mean, if there's something like a wall here, then...
Persona!
Yukon summons his persona and has it slashed where he couldn't pass through. I was thinking the same thing, but damn, a little heads up would be nice. I should summon my persona too and see if that helps. Wait, I can't touch this wall myself though. After a number of tries, Yukon exhales deeply and shrugs.
It's no use. Looks like these rules can't be broken.
Then...
If I concentrate on attacking a single spot, I may be able to break through. But you can't wait around for that. You'll have to go on without me. It's in your hands now.
Huh? You want me to just leave you here?
What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, so sorry. I'm just nervous. You're better at solving cases and things, so I'm like, can I do this on my own? It really would have been better if I had lost, huh? Great.
Now that I say it out loud, it's true. I mean, he's so much smarter than me, and calmer, and stronger. So if you compare him to me, I can't get what he said earlier out of my head. A weak, pitiful person.
Not like you. Weren't you gonna protect everyone?
That's when he puts his hand on my shoulder. I look up and he's smiling like he's trying to cheer me up.
Don't worry. Believe in yourself. You can save them. Plus, rushing headlong into things is your specialty, right?
Indeed it is.
Hey, that's mean.
That's what's best about you, Chie. You're honest and straightforward.
And she's a tomboy. That's also, that also gives her quite a few points. I know he's just kidding, but I do feel better now. And we don't know what Yukiko or Yosuke are doing right now either.
I'll get going then. I'll be back with the rest of the guys to save you. Just wait for us.
If I'm the only one who could go on, then that's just what I have to do. I'm the only one who could do this, so I will do it because I'm the only one who can. Or something. It kind of makes sense. Everything should be that simple. I wave one last time back to Yukon before running into the school building. No problems getting stuck inside the school, but where do I go now? Running around aimlessly may be dangerous. I stop to think for a moment. Let's see here, the clues I have right now are... Oh yeah, how Teddy shows up on the monitor sometimes. That means he's being filmed live somewhere, right? Where could he be doing that? As my mind is running flat out, I catch a familiar figure out of the corner of my eye. That eye-searching combination of blue and red. It can only be... Oh, so we're meeting the real Teddy this early on. What the? He didn't even notice me. He just went up the stairs, like I hadn't said anything. And he wasn't alone. There was a girl in a Yasugami High School uniform with him. But who was that? Risei-chan? No, that wasn't her. Anyway, I need to go after him.
Get back here!
Third year, class 2, Chie Satanaka. How are things going? I have a message from the general. Your next battle is about to begin, so don't go anywhere.
Huh?
Despite my anger, I stop when I hear Risei-chan, and a monitor in the hallway turns on. This time, Teddy was in a costume. Wait, what? I thought I'd just seen Teddy, and he wasn't wearing anything like that.
You changed so fast.
What are you talking about? I'm the general, so I'm always wearing this uniform. Don't you think I look sharp, Chie-chan?
Yukon had said that there was no way Teddy could be behind this, and I really want to believe it. But that looks and sounds just like Teddy. Ugh, my brain's a mess.
I'll head straight to where you are and ask you in person.
You really don't seem to get it, Chie-chan. This is a Grand Prix, and your next battle is coming up. Haven't you been listening?
I don't care about your stupid Grand Prix. I don't want to fight anymore.
Yeesh! How thick can you be? Don't you know this Grand Prix is for you?
For me?
What is he talking about? All this fighting is for me? I'm about to laugh, but I get a tight feeling in my chest. I didn't want to hear what he was going to say next, so I forced the conversation into a different track.
Who is that girl back there?
Never mind her. Worry more about the opponent coming up. Come on, we're about to get started.
I asked the question out of desperation, but it worked. Teddy seems flustered. Huh, so there's something he doesn't want me to find out.
Now bring out the next challenger.
Yosuke or Yukiko? I want to ask him about the girl again, but the smoke suddenly floods the area and I can't see the monitor anymore. The last time this happened, Yukon came out of the smoke. Who is it going to be this time, then? I see a shadow through the haze. Yosuke?
There you are, you Venisonian. Let's do this with everything we've got.
What's wrong with loving meat? Wait, that's not what I meant to say. You mean you want to fight too?
Well, this is the P1 Grand Prix, you know. Since you're training to be a police officer, let me see some of your skills.
Yosuke smirks and made a sarcastic salute. His expression is so cold and filled with malice. He's making fun of me. It's happening again. I can't help but be at a loss. Maybe this is a shadow or something. I mean, I don't want to think that Yosuke himself could make that face at me. But isn't it odd that a shadow would want to attack someone other than the person that it's trying to be? Then maybe this is the real Yosuke.
Let's not do this.
Huh? You're not gonna show me your kung fu? Well, I guess it is pretty useless.
It's not useless. I train myself so I can protect people.
When I shot back, he just gives an even more... Or, he just gets even more obnoxious.
Protect my ass. You're just a brat who wants to be a hero. You say you want to become a police officer, but come on. I bet you're not even studying. Just stay home and play pretend. That way you won't get yourself hurt. Cowardly Chie-chan can't face reality after all.
That's not...
I can't finish that sentence. I can't say that he's not right. Yosuke's saying the same thing Yukon said earlier. The weakness in me that I thought that I'd overcome last year begins to throb painfully. That's when Rise-chan laughs over the PA system as if she's watching us right now.
Ooh, has the carnivore been defanged? This battle might be over before it starts.
That wouldn't be any fun though, right? You gotta show off your kung fu pride.
This is just like what happened with Yukon earlier. That's right, the Hang on a sec. Had to clear my throat. That's right, the air around him changed after I fought him. I am sure it'll be the same this time too. Actually, that's all I can hope for. I tapped the ground with my toes. Yeah, I'm still fast and light. My heart is heavy, but I can't let that stop me now.
Come get me. I'll beat some sense into you.
Ooh, you truly are a beast! We'll be looking forward to seeing your brutal kicks in the next battle, too!
The monitor turns off before I could say anything. But before I could deal with that bear, I need to deal with Yosuke right here. I mean, I can't just let him insult me.
So, how'd you like the taste of my kung fu?
Oh, shut up. You just had to keep going on and on about how I've got no convictions and stuff, didn't you?
Sure, sometimes studying's a pain, but I still do it. It's not about wanting to be a hero. I'm serious about this.
And why'd you have to bring up stuff about Saki-senpai? That's driving the knife in too far.
Oh, damn.
What are you saying, Yosuke? When were we talking about your convictions?
Dude, what are you saying? When did you start this hero talk all of a sudden?
Huh? We both look at each other like we both look at each other and cock our heads confused. This happened last time, too. After Yukon and I fought, we were confused about what had happened before the fight. What he had said afterwards didn't make any sense either. It's like we were having completely different conversations before the fight. I feel like something's been casting a spell on me. My anger drains away when I have that realization. Yosuke just shrugs it off and suggests that we talk about sharing what we found out about this place. But Yosuke just acts surprised. I wasn't expecting him to be this clueless.
This isn't Yasugami High?
Really? You thought this was the real Yasugami High?
Hello? We jumped into the TV together? How could you forget that?
I knew he was acting weird from the beginning, but completely forget that you jumped into a TV. Seriously, what's gotten into him? As I stare at him in disbelief, Yosuke scratches his head.
Oh, I see. My brain's been kind of scrambled. First I get thrown into this Grand Prix thing, and then you keep rubbing salt into my old wounds.
Oh, come on. You did the same thing to me.
Wait, what's going on? You sound normal now, but before the fight.
The same thing happened a little while ago. Yukon started saying weird things, we fought, and then things were back to normal once it was over.
Could this be another one of those rules in this world?
That may be it. I snap my fingers, then the idea hits me. Or when the idea hits me. It's a rule that we have to fight each other. Another rule is that only the winner can move on. Then maybe there's another rule about the situation, or how the situation changes to force us to fight.
Who would make rules like that?
Well, who makes the decisions around here? Teddy, who's calling himself the General? Rise-chan, the announcer? There's no way either of them would want to make us go through this.
Could there be some bad guy out there making us crazy?
A certain face comes to mind. That girl who was with Teddy in the stairway. When I asked Teddy about her, he seemed to be avoiding having to talk about her. This smells fishy.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Yosuke.
I tell Yosuke about the girl I saw. It appears that he knows who I'm talking about too.
That girl too. Our ponytailed student council president, right?
Student council president? Oh, we must be talking about different people. Our president is a guy.
Seriously?
Dude, the elections were just last week. You can't even remember their gender?
Oh, I slept right through all that. But if that's true, then is she lying about being the student council president? Why would she do that?
I don't know. But I'm positive she's not the real president. And isn't it suspicious that she's inside the TV?
Good point. Let's go see what's up, Chie.
Yosuke jumps up and starts to rush away, but...
Yosuke!
Youch, face first into an invisible wall. That's gotta hurt.
I forgot to tell you, but it seems like only the winner gets to go on.
Why didn't you tell me sooner? My nose is all flattened now.
Gah, it's fine.
But, man, I can't get through.
Damn it. Guess I'm stuck waiting here. Wait!
Oh no. What is it?
Yosuke suddenly looks extremely serious. Is there another problem that I haven't noticed? He's gotta pee. Yosuke can be surprisingly perceptive at times. Maybe there's some new danger?
What am I supposed to do if I need to use the bathroom?
That again.
Oh, now I feel like an idiot for assuming the best of him. Well, that's the kind of guy Yosuke is.
Well, the rest is up to you, Chie. You're the only one who can solve this case and save my bladder.
Huh? Oh, right. I don't think that second thing's an actual problem, though.
Well, in any case, I'll be counting on you. Sorry, I wish I could help you. But I'm sure you can save the others.
Yeah. I'll do my best.
Make sure you think before you act, okay? Going with your gut isn't that bad, but you tend to lose control pretty easily.
Shut up. I'll solve this in no time.
Even I know that. When I yell back at him, Yosuke gives me a bright smile.
That's the spirit. That president girl was headed to the announcement room. I'll be waiting to hear good news from you.
Oh yeah, the announcement room. I finally have an answer to the question I was thinking about before the fight interrupted my train of thought. You have to be able to broadcast an image if it's going to show up on the monitors. So they have to be in the announcement room. I hope that burp didn't get picked up on stream. I thank Yosuke and start running. Yukon, Yosuke, and Teddy, and Rise-chan too. The reason why everybody's acting all weird has to be because there's some bad guy pulling the strings. When I think about it that way, my spirits lift and my footsteps get much lighter. Of course, that girl's on my list of suspicious people, too. It's better to have an objective in mind when going into things, after all. If there really is a bad guy here, I'll catch him and get my answers. About this world, why we're being forced to fight, and what this battle being for me stuff is supposed to mean.
Oh, this is insane.
Although I was super confident when I set off, I'm having some trouble now. Only the winner can go on. I had feared that only the losers would run into those invisible walls. Man, I was wrong. Those stupid things are all over the place. Every path I've taken so far has been blocked. I got up one of the sets of stairs to the second floor, but I can't even get close to any of the stairs to the third floor. And the announcement room is on the third floor. Not only that, but this school is a complete mess. Some hallways go on forever, and one wrong turn and suddenly I'm in the practice building again. Actually, is the announcement room even on the third floor in this place?
Ow! Sheesh! Another wall?
I changed directions and mumbled myself. Could there be some kind of fixed route along, or route through? There'd better be a way into the main stronghold. Just as I'm thinking that,
Who was that?
I saw something red as I passed the hallway. It was a person. I hurry back and look again. For a second, I thought it might be Yukiko, but it wasn't her height. And I'm pretty sure that was a man. Oh, Akihiko time. Sweet cheeks Akihiko's time. And I'm pretty sure that was a man, and the way that red cloth is billowing, was that a cape?
A cape.
I must be seeing things. Nobody would really walk around outside dressed like some cheesy superhero, right? Wait, this isn't outside. We're in the TV world. Maybe that was a shadow. If he is a human, then that means that there's another mysterious person walking around, along with the fake student council president. What's going on? I gotta check this out. I cautiously head back to where I saw that red thing a moment ago. I peek around the corner and see... It is a person. Oh man, and it is a cape. He's actually wearing a cape. Seriously? And a red cape even? Wait, so who is he? To be honest, he's way too suspicious. As I'm debating whether to call out to him or not, the guy takes a fighting stance and strikes out at nothing. Whoa, that was insane. Is he punching the invisible walls? That looked like a crazy strong punch, but even that didn't do anything to the wall. The guy in the cape stoops and thinks to himself for a while, then he looks around while I'm muttering while muttering to himself.
I knew it. Whoever set this up only thought about blocking people's paths. Anywhere there already was a real wall got overlooked.
Hey, he opened a window. I didn't know they opened.
I'll just go another way.
The cape guy suddenly jumps out the window.
Wait. How'd you... I mean, you can do that?
I hurry over to the window the guy just jumped out of, or leaped out of. I look around to see where he must have landed, but he's nowhere to be seen. Actually, I can't see the ground from here. Is there even anything to land on down
I
there?
wonder if he's okay.
A fragrant, irresistible aroma flows through the land outside. This smell. Oh, I breathe deep, letting myself feel the steakiness in the air seeping into my body. That smell. It's not just steak, a steak bowl. The special version of the steak bowl served at Aya with freshly cooked rice, and that juicy meat that I love so much. There's no way my nose can mistake the aroma of Aya's special steak bowl.
So hungry.
That reminds me, all I've had to eat today was a rice ball for breakfast. Oh, you didn't put any meat in it? That surprises me. I didn't get anything at the food court, and I forgot that Yukiko had made us all lunch, too. Then again, I'm not sure if I would have eaten it then, but I'd sure eat it now. I'd scarf it down with both hands. I'm not kidding, that's how hungry I am right now.
Jeez, I'm practically drooling. Should I try jumping down from here too?
Okay, so we got two endings potentially here. Let's jump out and search for the steak. Then we'll skip through all that hullabaloo again and then get to the other one. I make up my mind and jump out the window. I feel like I'm floating. It's sort of like how it feels when I enter the TV. Everything goes dark. When I wake up, I'm lying on the ground. Where am I now? This doesn't look like it's on the school grounds. Wait, is that a convenience store over there? Yeah, that's it. I know that store. It's the one closest to the school, though it's pretty far on foot. It's not like you could get there just by jumping out the window from the school. What's going on? Huh? But this place.
Steak bowl.
I sniff around and get another whiff of that incredible steak bowl laid in air. I'm suddenly reminded of of the way Teddy sniffs around when he's searching for something. But it works. I can follow the invisible trail of beefy goodness. It leads me to the Bronte back of the guy in the red cape.
Is he a rival meat lover?
The rich smell of the steak bowl assaults my sense of smell, even as the sight of the guy in the cape through the store window assaults my eyesight. Excuse me. The magnificent smell of the steak bowl is calling to me. Wait, I need to see who the red cape guy is. No! There's only one steak bowl left on the shelf, and he's reaching for it. My god, he's gonna buy the last steak bowl. I crash through the doors and snatch the steak bowl away in an instant before the guy in the cape can touch it. This is an Aya steak bowl. Even better, it's the super special steak bowl. What is going on in the convenience store? Maybe there's some deal going on between Aya and the store to sell their steak bowls. Oh man, Mr. Aya, that's just good business. He'll make so much black ink from this move.
Wait, that's mine. I saw it first.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
The guy with the cape glares at me with murder in his eyes, but I'm not backing off. I mean, this is steak on the line here.
If you yelled like that, I would have gotten it before you.
Well, there's no way to know that for sure. In any case, this super special steak bowl from Aya is mine.
Now I know I really can't let you have it. That's from Umiyushi. It's their ultra super beef bowl. If you can't even tell the dishes apart, you have no right to steal my meat.
What? Excuse me? This is from Aya. How would I mistake it from somewhere else? So, you think you know your meats, do you?
The guy smirks at that. A smirk, or the dangerous smirk of a shark. I almost flinch from the aura of danger that the guy is giving off, but this guy knows nothing about meat. His muscles have to be all show. I glare back at him without giving in. The guy eventually makes a decision.
Let's take this outside. We'll see who's more worthy of that bowl.
Wow. This is the first time in real life I've been told to take something outside. All right. Let's do this.
Okay, so bad ending for Chie is a fight over a beef bowl. The guy in the red cape throws some money on the counter and then puts the food in a bag. We then leave the store and hang the bag from a nail in a nearby telephone pole. It hangs there tempting me, a prize like a championship belt, but made of steak. Only the victor gets to bask in the true glory of the Aya protein.
I'll teach you a true appreciation for meat. Are you ready?
Oh my.
I'm ready. The question is, are you? I'll pound you. I'll tenderize you.
Oh my. Man, Akihiko is a lucky guy. I want Chie's butt on my body. I won! I rush over to grab the bag. No, the championship belt, hanging from the telephone pole. It's mine. All mine. Ah, that luscious meat. Under that, the blindingly white rice covered in delicious juice.
That wonderful smell. Oh, I'm in heaven. Well, chow time.
I sense someone staring at me. I turn around. The red-caped guy is on his knees glaring at me with the fury of 1,000,000,000 suns. Wow, actually it's hard to eat with all that hate being aimed my direction. And I could hear his stomach too. It's rumbling like a wild animal. So he's hungry, just like me. Share the steak bowl.
I'll give you some too, if you stop glaring at me like that.
I hold the bowl out to him. I can't keep my hands from shaking in regret as I offer the precious gift of my meat to this total stranger. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to, but I can understand the pain that comes from being so close to steak. Only to have it cruelly snatched away. We've even fought over it. I understand the depths of his love for beef. Even then, the bowl shakes as I hand it out to him. The red-caped guy swallows hard and reaches out. But he suddenly snatches his hand back at the last moment and suddenly stands up.
Fun of me. I'm not taking your pity.
Oh, damn. Oh, he's gone. Well, now I can eat it without any regrets. I can't hold back my excitement as I tear off the lid from the super special steak bowl. Oh my, what beautiful presentation. This is the kind of thing you never see at the real Aya unless both the owner and Aki-chan are at their very best. The marbled fat of the steak looks even more alluring than usual. Yeah, I'm probably going to order myself a steak tonight for dinner. Kinda got a taste for beef now. I must have it. It consumes me. Just looking at it fills me with joy, and I'm near the point of placing it on the ground and bowing to eat it, or bowing to it. Having to eat with split chopsticks is annoying, but here comes the first bite.
Dude, why were you passed out on the floor holding a convenience store bag?
Huh? Is this Junes? Yosuke? Wait, what? What's going on?
Convenience store bag. Where's my steak bowl?
Steak bowl?
You mean that crushed food packet you had? We threw it away, duh.
You were gonna eat something you found in the TV world? You're really brave.
I realize that there's no more than just Yosuke and Yukiko here. Hey, welcome to stream, Jeff the Gamer. How you doing? Yukun's here too. And Kanji-kun and Rise-chan and Teddy? Even Naoto-kun's here. When did they all get together?
Oh, so the case...
It's solved. Yes, thoroughly.
Huh?
Wait a second. It's solved? All of it?
While you were chasing your steak, we were hard at work.
Chie-senpai, you really are a carnivore.
Well,
Job's over. You can go get some steak now.
Oh, everybody's pissed. Yukon smiles kindly. No, he doesn't. His eyes aren't smiling. Not at all. I slowly turn around to look at everyone else. They all have the same look. Their mouths are smiling, but they're looking down at me coldly. I look up at the sky to escape their glaring and laugh painfully to myself. Ah, I'm so hungry. Steak. Well, let's try to go for the other ending now. I wonder what happens if we act selfish, if that'll have any effect on the ending. So yeah, let's skip through all this other crap first. You're doing fine. If you're so nice. Alright, that's good. You, looking forward to Christmas? You enjoyed Christmas with family and cousins? Oh wait, you already celebrated? Christmas is in a couple more days for me on my end. Before 24? Nothing new? Ah, okay. Alright, we just gotta beat Yosuke, and then we will go after Akihiko again. And I probably am gonna follow after him one more time and just go the selfish route to see if that has any other ending, and then after that we will go on to the actual ending. Alright, and this time we're not going to be saving any bookmarks, so we could just go back, load from here, so we don't have to do all that skipping. Jump out and search for steak. No. No bookmarks this time. No, no bookmark. Alright. So, what is this gonna look like if we act selfish here? Deny him steak. I open the lid, making a show of enjoyment. Excuse me. Making a show of enjoying the steam from the steak bowl, just to annoy the guy in the cape. Oh my, what fragrance. Even though he lost, I feel sorry that he doesn't get a chance to eat any of this. I could seriously down this entire bowl of rice if it smelled like this. I'm not kidding, this steak bowl is more than just food. It's a work of art that you'll see with your mouth. Mr. Owner of Aya, Aki-chan, thank you for this food. Having to eat with split chopsticks is annoying, but here comes the first bite. Wait, so is it the same ending here?
Dude, why were you passed out on...
Oh, okay, so,
Steak bowl.
yeah, it's just the same thing here. That was kind of pointless, but whatever.
Welcome to the Velvet.
I wish you good luck.
Now let's continue on to the actual ending.
No, bad GA. I need to focus on teddy cuts over steak cuts right now. I mean, just teddy. I gotta stop getting sidetracked and go to the announcement room.
I slammed the window shut and forced myself to turn away from the temptation of steak. Goodbye, Aya Special Steak Bowl. Our love is not meant to be. For now. Once this case is solved, I'm going to treat myself to a steak bowl as a reward for all my hard work.
Here I go.
I'm suddenly motivated beyond anything I felt today. But that doofus in the cape, who could he be? The announcement room should be on the 3rd floor of the classroom building, but I somehow end up on the 1st floor of the practice building by the music room. How did I go downstairs when I was trying to go up? This is because of those stupid invisible walls. I had to go all the way around the stupid school to get anywhere. It makes me so mad. Whatever the reason, I have to go into this room now. I swallow hard. I bet there's another one of those monitors in here. And another fight waiting for me.
Next opponent.
While I was running around, I had calmed down and I came to a realization. I've been forced to fight Yukon and Yosuke. I came into the TV world with one more person.
No use worrying about it.
I know that she'll be under the enemy's control when we see each other. If we don't fight, I'll never be able to look Yukon and Yosuke in the face again. They trusted me with solving this case. I make up my mind and enter the music room. As I expected, the large monitor near the ceiling blinks on when I shut the door behind me. Again, it's Teddy in that weird get-up. I'm so used to it by now.
Jeez, I was getting tired of waiting for you. You're such a tease, Chie-chan.
Then you should have made it easier to get to where I was going. All these invisible walls are a pain in the ass.
Ooh, is someone angry? Well, then let's get right to it. Bring out the next challenger!
I calm myself down while the smoke fills the room. Part of me hopes that it isn't her, but another part knows that there's no one else it could be. I already know what's gonna happen. When I see the smoke clear, sure enough, it was the person I most expected to see.
Yukiko, I finally found you, Chie. This all happened so suddenly that I was getting nervous.
That's right, my best friend Yukiko was there. She looks alright, like Yukon and Yosuke both did, but...
I was so worried and scared without you. I couldn't even go another step. I can't do anything without you, Chie. Please, Chie, protect me.
Well, of course I'll protect you.
Her voice is so calm, and she's not attacking me like I had expected her to. But while the boys had said mean things right to my face, I sense that she's going to try something nastier. I don't know how to explain it, but this isn't right. Yukiko smiles kindly like she usually does and continues on.
It's so good to know that. I knew I could count on you. After all, you want me to keep depending on you, right? So you can feel superior. You act like my best friend, but you're just using me, aren't you?
Yukiko's saying exactly what my shadow had said last year when it was when it was the embodiment of my weakness trying to destroy me. But to hear them again, and from Yukiko herself, makes it so much more painful.
There was a time when I thought that, but that ended last year.
Yes, that's about the past. I faced my true feelings, the ones that I didn't want to see, and I overcame them. I'm not going to lose myself just from hearing them again. Still, Yukiko has a troubled expression like she's dealing with a difficult child.
It's okay, Chie. I'm completely worthless.
Indeed you are. Worst girl.
I exist for you. If you abandon me, I can't go on. My dependence on you is my only redeeming quality.
Stop that! Don't say those things about yourself.
This is not Yukiko. It's not Yukiko. And even though I know that, seeing her face and hearing her voice when she says that, it makes me remember again. That cowardly relief I felt when I knew that Yukiko envied me.
Just the way you want me to be, Chie.
No, that's not true. Stop saying that.
I don't want this at all. I cover my ears to keep from hearing any more of it. Yukiko laughs.
Didn't you create this world because you wanted to hear that?
I created it.
I like you, Chie. How fragile your heart is. How twisted with jealousy you are. Everything about you is so pitiful.
Her methods of slowly cornering her prey are exquisite. Does the carnivore stand a chance against Snow Black?
When she hears Rise-chan's announcement, Yukiko readies her fan. A graceful pose, so elegant and feminine, I could never mimic that.
We're like Beauty and the Beast. Come, Chie, my loathsome beast.
I think you got it reversed, Yukiko. Chie is the beauty, you're the beast. That taunt actually calms me down a little. This is not Yukiko. This must be part of those rules to make me fight. The person I am now, and not even the person I was back then, would wish for Yukiko to be like this. While I tell myself that I am ready for the fight, Rise-chan's joyous shout echoes through the room.
The catfight of the century is about to begin! Let's see your claws!
Final.
Sapphire fans are taking the stage! One side is preparing for battle. Go! Severe leading stamina. Can they push through? This is a catch. Come up.
Okay, I think we're dead. Or, no? I just kick her in the shin, take her down.
What a disappointment.
beautiful fight! Very satisfying to watch, Chie-chan. Keep striving to become the strongest.
When I glare at the monitor, Teddy laughs even more nastily before cutting off the transmission. There's a mountain of things I want to say, but right now I need to focus on Yukiko. I fought against her. No matter what the reasons were, I fought my best friend.
Yukiko, are you okay? I'm sorry I couldn't go easy on you.
Chie? Oh, thank goodness. You're back to normal. Huh? I knew something was wrong, or you never would have said those things.
She believed in me. Even though the fake me must have said some horrible things to her, I can't even say thank you or I'm sorry. I feel like if I do, I'll start crying. Instead, I clench my fists, the same fists that I'd used to hurt Yukiko.
Hear me out. I think I'm starting to understand how this world works.
I tell her what happened to me up until now. Excuse me. About how the rules say only the winner can leave the area, and that Yukon and Yosuke are both safe. And that I'm trying to reach the announcement room right now, in pursuit of a suspicious girl that was with Teddy.
A girl lying about being the student council president? That does sound suspicious.
There's no way anyone would make an honest mistake like that. If she's lying, it means she knows this isn't the real world.
Hang on a second. Alright, I really hope that orthodontist calls me back tomorrow. Like, starting to feel the pain from that tooth spread to my other teeth now. And that's, that could cause some serious issues.
So I have to think she's related to all this somehow.
But then, why did she bring us here?
Huh? You know, that's a good question.
Even if she was the one behind this, why would she signal us out by name? Neither me nor Yosuke know who she is. How could someone we've never met choose us for this?
She's behind this. She must have some plan in mind. Something she wants to accomplish by holding this Grand Prix.
A plan, huh?
See how we've been forced to fight? I think this Grand Prix is necessary for whatever reason.
But what would she gain from making us fight like this? I don't get it.
If we were chosen, that means that whoever's doing this obviously knows about the investigation team and personas. But we solved the case, so why now? Don't tell me, is it revenge? Even then, this seems a little too roundabout.
That reminds me. There was someone else who seemed really weird. He had this red cape on, and he looked super suspicious.
A red cape?
Whoa! No need to get all excited. Anyway, we can find all this out if I go to the announcement room. I'll get some answers out of whoever's there.
I have a feeling you will. I wish I could go with you, but I'll be waiting for you here. I'm sure you'll be fine. I believe in you. Good luck.
I believe in you. Just hearing her say that makes my heart swell with emotion. Yukiko's eyes are calm, and just looking at her encourages me. Well, now I've fought with all my friends that I'd entered the TV with. All that's left now is head to the announcement room. I tighten my fists. I don't know who's doing it, but if there's someone out there who gets his kicks by breaking up friendships, I'll never let him get away with it. I will find him, and I'll put my footprints all over his stupid face.
Chie-senpai, can you hear me? Senpai! Rise-chan? Is this the real one?
This isn't over the PA system. This voice is echoing directly in my mind. There's only one thing this could be. It's Rise-senpai's persona, or Rise-chan's persona.
I'm so glad. Ever since this weird fake Teddy kidnapped me, I've been all alone. The others are fighting each other too.
I could tell from her voice that Rise-chan is courageously wiping away her tears. Ah, it feels, or it really is the real Chie-san, or Rise-san. Fuck! Fuck. Can't fucking read. She wasn't really trying to insult us, after all. I feel so much relief that I almost tear up, too.
Watching me this entire time, so I couldn't use my persona. Good thing I got in touch with you. Are you okay, Chie-senpai? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine, but what did you mean by being watched? Are you okay?
Rise-chan tells me what happened to her up until now. Turns out that once the first half of Golden Week was over, she came back to Inaba from the city. Something bumped into her, and she fell into a TV. When she woke up, she was trapped in a room she was being kept in, and Teddy was watching her the entire time to make sure she didn't use her persona. No matter how many times she asked Teddy why he did it, he would ignore her questions and laugh. But Teddy has suddenly left the room and looked for something, and Rise-chan finally had a chance to get in contact with someone. I guess Rise-chan's voice over the PA system was actually Teddy using her voice too. Why Teddy suddenly left her alone is a mystery, but it's good to know that I can rely on her persona. Rise-chan has a special persona that could communicate with others, find people, and even figure out the strengths and weaknesses of enemies we fight. She can look into everything we can't figure out. Oh, is that why she was being held hostage? Huh, I guess kidnapping her was a pretty smart move on our enemy's part then. I should ask her as much as I can while she can still communicate with me like this.
Can you tell where Teddy is?
Yeah, are you going to go after him?
There was this girl I didn't recognize with him. She might be the cause of all this.
All right, let me take a look.
I wonder how much time this will take. I was about to comment about that, but the results came back in seconds.
There he is. But I sense something odd next to him. What is that? It's not a shadow, but it doesn't seem human either.
Are you talking about that fake president? That's gotta mean she's the culprit.
All this stuff with invisible walls making us go nuts while talking to each other, there's no way a normal person could do this. I mean, of course that's the case. And if they're in this world, then at the very least they're a persona user. Looks like she really may be the culprit. But after thinking that far, I suddenly remember someone else. There was one other odd person besides that girl.
Is there someone else besides us in this school? I saw a dude in a weird red cape. He up and jumped out of the window. Who does that?
Well, apart from our usual group, I only sense shadows here. But be careful. Some of them are pretty big.
Are there some little ones too? Those silhouettes of students were kind of like shadows. Well, I'm not worried about the small fry. Wait, does that mean Red Cape Man is a shadow? Whose shadow would he be?
Red. Could it be Yukiko's that... Really? That's the correlation you're drawing? Just because they're both red? Oh, okay, good, you're backpedaling. No. That was definitely a guy. I mean, he did look and act pretty weird, but he didn't seem like a shadow.
I'm gonna deal with Teddy first. Rise-chan, can I ask you to point the way to him?
Sure thing.
I follow Rise-chan's navigation and begin running. It seems that she can see where the invisible walls are. Thanks to her, I was able to find the room I needed without running into any more of them. Good work, Rise-chan.
Is this it? Well then, here I go! Rise-chan, try to get in touch with the others. They're probably worried since they don't know what's going on.
Okay, will do. Good luck in there, Chie-senpai.
Thanks!
Give her a quick salute, even though she isn't really here with me. But I hear her giggle. I guess she could see me anyway. Okay, so Akihiko's gonna be the next enemy. Now that I think about it, does this mean I'm gonna have to fight that girl? Well, there is no point in worrying about it. I make up my mind to open the door. Oh, Teddy. Alright. And Labras. The two inside the classroom turn around in surprise. The girl with Teddy is the one that I saw earlier, and the one calling herself a student council president. Actually, now that I get a closer look at her, she's a real beauty. I mean, even I can see it. Damn right she is.
I finally found you. I hope you're prepared.
You're that Chie-san who's fighting in the Grand Prix, right?
Who are you? Why are you holding this ridiculous tournament? We've been through hell today, you know. You're gonna give me some answers right now.
Ooh, you're so cool, Chie-chan. Just like a police officer.
Teddy's voice is sarcastic and slimy, not like his normal voice at all. He must be like everybody else was, controlled somehow. Yeah, I bet this fake president girl is the one doing it too.
Teddy, you're being tricked. I know you're not really the host of this. You're just not in your right mind. Come over here and we'll go back together.
It's creepy to hear you coax me like that. I'm not going with any carnivore. I bet you're after me for my sweet, delicious bear claws.
What? I'm not interested in your meat at all. You're sweet, huh?
That came from my stomach, not from my brain. I didn't mean to say that at all, I swear. I mean, that totally made me sound like somebody who kills people to eat them, and I don't, okay?
She's gonna eat me. Actually, you're the one people are after, Chie-chan. Everyone's got the hots for you, you know.
Well, yeah, that's because people have taste.
Did you know that Yosuke likes you? He said he's head over heels over you, even more than that dead girl he liked.
Huh?
Kanji likes you too. Of course he would, though, since you're a very manly girl. Even Sensei, he told me you're the cutest.
Hey, what are you saying?
I mean, they're not wrong. Chie is best girl. Was wondering what kind of insult he was going to say next, but I wasn't expecting him to try to flatter me to death. Even though I know he's not in control of what he's saying, I can't keep from blushing. Teddy smirks like he could read my thoughts and continues his words of praise.
And the famous idol Rise-chan, the ace detective Nao-chan, and the beautiful innkeeper Yuki-chan.
Well, with Yukiko, it's no contest. She's very, very mid.
You're the cutest of them all. Everyone said so. Did you know you even have a fan club at school?
Stop making stuff up.
Chie-chan, you're blushing. You look so happy. There's no way that could ever be true, though.
I get it now. Instead of a direct insult, he was trying to build up my hopes and then pull the rug out from under me. I knew he was going to try that, but it still hurts. Whether he could see my anger or not, Teddy looks at me with pity and frowns.
It's full of unusual people who are all so pretty. You're the only normal one of us with nothing special about you at all.
Okay, now you're just talking out of your ass.
But I think it's okay to be normal. It's like you know your place in life. You shouldn't dream of being extraordinary. You're just gonna be mediocre for the rest of your life.
That's Yukiko you're talking about, not Chie.
I've never wanted to be like that. I might not have amazing skills like everyone else, but I'm happy with the way I am.
My voice trembles when I reply. Why? I'm not lying, so why is it trembling? That makes me sound like I don't believe it. Teddy senses my agitation and smirks even harder.
Didn't your mother tell you not to lie? You want to be a beloved hero, and you'll step on anyone to reach that goal. That's what makes you weak.
No, if I hear any more of this, I'll give in to the enemy tricks. Teddy isn't in his right mind. He's being controlled by the enemy.
That's right. It's pointless to argue with you when you're being controlled. Let me bring you to your senses first.
Final. Fight!
No touching, please!
Well, I'm not gonna live very much longer. Oh. Okay. I survived by the skin of my teeth.
Why? Ain't you guys friends? How can you fight your friend like that?
What are you talking about? You're the one who dragged us into this.
I can't help but argue back at this self-proclaimed student council president, but I sounded so harsh that I surprised even myself. No, this isn't good. I need to calm down.
Chie-chan, why are you picking on Miss President?
Teddy, are you still being controlled? She set you up as a host of all of this. You even had to wear a silly costume.
Hold it right there! You've already got it wrong! Look, Chie-chan! Take a good close look at me!
Huh?
He's making all kinds of goofy poses. I don't know what he's trying to get at.
What am I looking at?
Can't you tell? I'm a dozen times more adorable and sexy than that costumed bear!
You mean that general is someone else?
Bingo! Miss President wouldn't believe me, so we were going to go find that imposter and prove my innocence! Jeez, though! I can understand Miss President making that mistake since she's never met me before. But it's like totally way lame that you couldn't tell us apart.
Dude, stop talking like that. You're confusing me.
I can't tell if he's in his right mind or not right now. But that wasn't Teddy. There's another Teddy walking around here. But why would somebody be imitating Teddy on purpose?
Hey, I was just about to go to the announcement room to stop this Grand Prix thing, too. Honestly, even though he looks exactly like that general, I kinda doubt this one here's the culprit. But I've stuck to him like glue all this time, because I thought he must have been connected.
The girl looks straight into my eyes as she says this. I can tell that she's not lying. My intuition is strong. But then there's something that doesn't add up. I decide to throw it right at her and see how she reacts.
Why did you lie about being the student council president?
Lie? I'm not lying.
But the student council president we just elected is a guy. Are you really a student at Yasugami? What's your name? What class are you in? Who's your teacher?
Name? Class?
Chie-chan, you shouldn't interrogate her like that.
I wish I could believe her, but there's too much that seems funny here. Even Rise-chan said she didn't feel normal. There's so much evidence against her that I can't help but be suspicious. You made us fight our friends, and you made everyone say those horrible things. What are you up to?
The girl has to be a Persona user. I've been ready for a fight against her this whole time, but instead of challenging me, she turns pale and falls silent. She doesn't have an ounce of aggression in her. Well, that certainly wasn't what I was expecting. All I could do was wait for her to answer.
I don't know my name. I can't remember what class I'm in either.
Huh?
I don't understand it myself. Now that I think about it, I don't even know why I'm here.
How could you... are you serious?
She doesn't even know her own name? And she didn't realize that until I pointed it out now? How could that be possible? It doesn't seem like she's lying, but I'm not sure if I could believe her or not. But seeing me lost in thought, the girl looks at the ground with a pained expression.
It probably looks like I'm trying to lie my way out of this. No matter how much I tell you I didn't do this, there's no way you'd believe me.
With that, she turns her back on us. From behind, she seems so frail that it's shocking.
Hey, wait! Where are you going?
To the announcement room. I'm gonna prove my innocence myself. Sorry I doubted you, Teddy. I'll see ya.
Miss President!
The girl shakes off Teddy and darts out of the classroom. I have no idea what to do. I can only stand here and watch as she leaves.
John, you have to hurry after her! She can't use a persona! She'll be in trouble if she meets anything dangerous!
She can't use a persona? Wait, then how did she get into this world?
Huh? Oh, you're right.
Only Persona users can enter TVs. Since Teddy's mind was being messed with just a few minutes ago, I could rule out that he's the one behind it. The culprit has to be someone else. So far, I've seen 2 people so far that look suspicious. That guy in the cape and the self-proclaimed student council president. But when I first saw the guy, he was being blocked in by the invisible walls. I don't think whoever created those walls would have let himself get trapped like that. And the girl is obviously lying about being the student council president. Plus, Rise-chan sensed that she wasn't a shadow or a human. That puts her at the top of my list. But what if I'm wrong about this? If she's not a persona user, then... Oh no, don't tell me.
It's like last year's case? Did someone drop her in here?
Oh my!
Then there's someone else who's mimicking Teddy's appearance doing all this. I have a sudden realization. If that girl is just a victim, then her shadow may have come out on its own. Actually, if it did, that would explain why we've never seen a place like this before we were in the TV world. My entire body suddenly goes cold. Could I have made a gross misunderstanding?
The culprit isn't her, but her shadow.
Now that I think about it, I should have suspected that from the very beginning. Why didn't I think of that until now? I was confused because I was being forced to fight everybody, and my friends were all saying terrible things to me. No, I can't leave things like this.
I have to go after her.
I really wasn't being myself. I didn't listen to what she had to say, and I was being harsh to her for no reason. I'm sure I said something that really hurt her. And if she meets her shadow in a state like this, things are gonna get ugly.
Chie-chan, help Miss President!
I'm on my way.
To be honest, there are some questions that just don't have answers right now. But I think I can think about that later, after I save that girl. I rush out of the hallway, but she's already out of sight. But she did say she was going to the announcement room. And the other Teddy, likely that girl's shadow, he's going to be there too. Please let me make it in time. I have to sprint like the wind. Holy moly. It's... excuse me. It's like this room's turned into something completely different. First, it's almost twice the size of the real announcement room. Second, the walls are now made of huge glass panels. And it's obvious that the world outside is not the school like it should be. As I expect, there were 3 people inside. Rise-chan, the self-proclaimed student council president, and that girl's shadow. Or not?
How is this possible?
Oh, you're finally here? She got here
Huh.
first, so I was wondering what happened.
A face, my face, laughs at me. A mirror image of me was standing there.
My shadow here. I don't know. She suddenly appeared. The fake Teddy vanished, and then
Another Chie-san? I thought you just beat me here.
Ugh. Will the outsiders shut up and be quiet? My only business here is with myself.
Shadow turns her sharp golden gaze towards me. There's no mistake about it. That is my shadow. I met her last year. But...
became my persona, though. I don't get it. Why are you back again?
It's because you're weak.
because I'm weak? That's the same thing all my friends were saying when I was forced to fight them.
Think your shadow would never be back to haunt you after you gained your persona? Wouldn't that be nice? But no one can ever let go of their weaknesses. I'll stay inside you, and I'll keep screaming your true feelings for everyone to hear.
Wait, when the general said the Grand Prix was for me, he meant...
True, it appeared that my friends weren't in their right minds a number of times today. I didn't let it bother me at the time, but was this place really born of my own weakness? Even though I accepted my shadow, I'm so weak that it came out again? Are all the horrible things that everyone's been going through, are they all my fault?
Become stronger. You want to be a police officer? Why did you really wish for that? The desire to protect those who are precious to you was only a cover story. What you really want is to be a hero, a shining force for justice. You're ordinary in every way, but you want to be a winner. And to get there, you'd even use those precious to you as stepping stones.
The face I know so well laughs mockingly.
That's not true. That wasn't what I was thinking at all. Are you gonna deny it again? That you're me?
I can't deny her. That's what the shadows do. They try to make a real person deny their existence, and then they try to take the place of the real one. I know that. I know that, but I can't stop my emotions. I was able to accept her as part of myself last year, but I can't right now. I mean, how could I just accept that this was my fault? That I, of all people, did such horrible things to my friends? My vision blurs, my hands and legs tremble.
You're not...
Just then...
No! Senpai, don't listen to her! Rise-chan?
I turn around and meet Rise-chan's gaze. She's looking straight at me, meeting my eyes, even though I'm so weak. The girl behind her is looking at me with worry too. Both of them have a look in their eyes that say that they have faith in me. Even though they must have heard whose fault all this is, who caused all the horrible things they had to go through. I have to ask myself, if I deny that I'm weak and my shadow goes berserk right now, will I make these two suffer even more? Do I want to let that happen?
You're right. What?
That's right, I remember now. I remember the time my shadow first came out. At that time, I had Yukon and Yosuke with me. I was saved because I wasn't alone. It's the same thing right now.
I won't
And...
deny any of what you just said. I do still wish to be a hero. And I do feel inferior to Yukiko and the others sometimes. Part of me loves how cool it would be to become a police officer. But that's not all there is to it. Wanting to protect everyone. That's my main reason. I can't let my friends down. Not after they accepted me for who I was. I'm not amazing like them. But that doesn't mean I can't be proud of myself. That's why I'm working at what I'm good at. What's so bad about that?
That's right, everyone said so before I came here.
Sorry, I wish I could help you. But I'm sure you can save the others.
I believe in you. Good luck.
Please, Chie-chan, help Miss President!
You can save them.
Everyone believed in me. They trusted me to do everything because I said that I could. And even though they aren't with me right now, their trust in me is helping me to stand strong. That's why I should be able to take this on.
Calmed her emotions. I want to protect Rise-chan and that girl and everyone who's still at this school. Not because I want to be a hero, but because I love them. My weakness gave birth to you, right? Then I'll put an end to this right now.
I'm not scared of my shadow anymore. Now I'll end this for sure.
Final.
Oh wait, I'm the one in the blue. Wait, what? Hold, which one am I? Okay, I am that one. For a minute there, I got the two Chies mixed up. There's only a subtle difference with the eyes, and couldn't even see that myself.
I won.
Having managed to calm my raging shadow, I turned back to the other two girls. I was able to protect them, right?
What was that all about?
sorry I doubted you.
Rise-chan and I quickly explain what happened to the shaken girl. How in this world you repressed inner thoughts, your shadow separates from you. How it appears in the form of your other self and tries all sorts of tricks to try and take the real person's place. Then again, in my case, I have experienced that once already. And I should have been okay, but it looks like I did it again.
So, the real cause of this was actually me.
A shadow. A repressed self.
I'm not surprised it hasn't registered. It is coming from left field for you.
I'm bad at explaining things, after all. If only someone smart like Naoto-kun was here right now. She'd be able to explain things a whole lot better. Welcome to the stream, Isaac Balls. How are you doing? Or, I suck balls. I see that you changed your name, huh? What's important isn't that the girl understands what happened, it's that I have to accept my shadow once more.
What the?
I thought I eliminated any possibility of her heart breaking free. Did she not suffer enough? No. I did everything right.
The lights suddenly drop, plunging the room into darkness, and a voice echoes through the gloom. That voice, that's not my shadow. What in the world's going on?
Teddy?
I realized that the fake Teddy was suddenly standing in the room without us noticing him. Huh? Where'd my shadow go, then?
I get it. She was pretending to be General Teddy this whole time. Am I right?
Looks like you'll be alone forever. No one can understand you.
Huh?
It might look like Teddy again, but that tone of voice and the way of speaking are nothing like what Teddy would say. What he's saying is a bit weird, too. Maybe he's not actually talking to me. Could he be talking about this other girl? What could this mean?
Put an end to this game. Are you still going to keep deluding yourself?
Delude? Whoa, wait a sec. Aren't you supposed to be my shadow?
No, that shadow, it's resonating with Miss President.
What?
I'll show you.
This turn of events is perplexing, but the fake Teddy smirks and snaps his fingers. You know what? I'm gonna let this scene play. We haven't seen it in a while, after all.
I am a shadow. The true self.
No way. That's the other girl's face. That's her shadow? She cries out, apparently in shock over seeing the shadow has robotic limbs. What's going on?
Wait, does this mean it was this girl's shadow all along?
That's right. And like you just saw, I can distort people's appearances and words.
It distorted people's appearances and words? So was it just taking on Teddy's form this whole time? And she was making my friends say things that they didn't mean?
And that other me just now.
That was this shadow, too. The shadow smirks at the perplexed look on my face.
Why do you think I have such power? It's because I'm her and she's me. That's right. She's the real liar here.
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't lie!
Oh, please. Just look at me. I look exactly like you.
That's not true!
The shadow draws closer, making a point to show off her body. She has a mechanical body with large wing-like metallic parts jutting from her back. These wings turn into a giant axe that the shadow grabs from the air. The girl looks away as if trying to find a way out. I take this opportunity to speak up.
Don't worry, there's no need to be scared. That's just a twisted version of you. Shadows try to make the original person deny them. It'll be okay, but you need to calm down.
A twisted version of her? She's the one that's twisted.
You still refuse to remember?
Look at me. And stop deluding yourself.
The shadow snaps her fingers. What's it going to turn into now? I brace myself for the shadow to change, but I don't expect what happens next. The shadow doesn't change, but the girl does. Her arms quickly change right before our eyes. Her hands turn pale and smooth, becoming something inhuman. In seconds, she's the same as her shadow.
Miss President's body? What is this? Another illusion?
I don't think so. I knew something was weird when I first sensed her. That girl isn't human.
No! No! Don't look at me!
She tries to hide her body from us, but she can't hide everything. The shadow sneers even more as the girl curls up on the floor, then spins the axe as if taunting her. Even though the shadow has the same face as her, seeing her wield such a giant chunk of metal so effortlessly only shows how monstrous she really is. The shadow brandishes her axe in her hands without hesitation. That's when... Oh, Kanji, huh?
Kanji-kun?
Kanji-kun bursts through the wall. Well, it looks more like he was thrown through. He isn't moving an inch.
Kanji, you came to save us! Or not.
It's no use. He's completely unconscious. A voice I've heard somewhere before comes from the other side of the new hole in the wall.
You must be Labras.
You're that red cape guy from before!
Sure enough, the owner of the voice is the guy in the red cape. He steps into the room, brushing the dust off his shoulders. Is he the one that blasted Kanji-kun in here? Then, is he an enemy? I take a defensive stance, but he ignores me. Instead, he fixes his gaze on the girl and her shadow.
Labras. Fine. I'll just calm them both down.
He smirks confidently and raises his fists. Who's Labras? Is that the girl's name? It seems like he knows who she is. Who is this guy? Wait, this is continuing?
Who the hell are you? Why are you after us?
We've come to take you in. Would it clear things up if I mentioned the name Kirijo?
The shadow glares hatefully at the guy in the cape. The red-caped guy takes off his hood and glares back at Miss President and her shadow. What? What does he mean by taking her in?
No! I'll never go back there! Damn it! Get back here!
The girl suddenly runs out of the room, shadow in hot pursuit. The guy in the cape tries to follow, but he trips over Kanji, who's still on the floor. Kanji mumbles something in his stupor. The girl and her shadow are incredibly fast. They just left seconds ago, and I can't even see them anymore. The guy with cape stands up annoyed and... clucks his tongue? Shouldn't it be clicks his tongue? He just face-planted, and he doesn't seem to be bothered by it. Doesn't that hurt? But aside from that...
Who are you, really? What did you do to Kanji-kun?
We had a battle between men. Could you turn down a challenge for the title of strongest man?
Huh? What's he talking about? What the hell? Or what the hell were you up to, Kanji-kun? I have so many questions to ask, I don't know where to begin. The guy turns his back to me.
You're better off forgetting what you just saw.
Whoa, wait a sec. That's all very well for you to say, but... Hey, I said wait!
Without another word, he runs off. Talk about one-sided conversation. Couldn't he have at least said his name?
This guy is so bizarre. I couldn't sense him approaching at all, and I can't track his presence now either.
Rise-chan bites her lip in frustration. She doesn't look well. She must have been concentrating hard this whole time. Of course, she's been under a lot of stress up until now. I need to let her rest a bit.
Rise-chan, take care of Kanji for me.
Huh? Are you going after him?
Of course. No way I can leave that red cape weirdo or Miss President be.
If she can't pursue them with her persona, then I'll catch up to them on foot. The basics of police investigation are in the legwork, after all. You better be ready for when I catch up to you, Mr. Red Cape. After a bit of running around, I finally spot the conspicuous Cape turning a corner in the hallway. He's really fast. I could barely keep up with him, but thankfully the gym should be up ahead, even though there's no way to be sure of that here. Good, I can take him on from here.
Hold it right there, Buster!
The guy stops to look back at me and frowns, but he doesn't attempt to run off again. Did he have a change of heart? I don't know what's going on, but now I can catch up with him.
You're gonna tell me what's going on! Who is that Labrys girl? Is she really a machine? And why are you after her? What are you gonna do once you catch her?
What good would knowing that do you?
What?
I'm here on a certain mission. You could even call it a duty. My resolution is nothing like yours, based on curiosity.
A duty?
He raps his knuckles on the air behind him, and there's the sound. Seems like there's another invisible wall keeping him from going on.
Ridiculous Grand Prix is still going on.
Wait, you mean...
I quickly turn around and check the section that I just come through. When I reach out my hand, I feel a wall there.
We're trapped. So, like, Dewey...
That's what you get for coming after me so recklessly. The rule that one opponent must be defeated is still in effect.
One of the tournament's rules. You can't leave if you don't fight and win. In other words, in order to keep following that girl, I have to fight that scary-looking dude. He slammed Kanji straight through a wall. I'm sure this guy has to be a Persona user, too. He said that he'd come to take her in. I'm guessing he came through a TV on his own, too. Do I have a chance of beating this guy? No, I can't doubt myself. I have to do this. I muster up all my courage and square off against him.
Alright, I accept.
Huh. Why are you willing to go to such lengths to catch up to Labrys?
Labrys. So I guess that's Miss President's real
I don't
name.
know why. I just know that she was in pain. I don't know if my reasons are better or worse than yours, but I can't turn my back on her.
When I see that, his eyes get even stronger. I almost flinch, but I know that I can't look weak in front of this guy. I glare right back at him. I've seen that look in people's eyes before. I've seen it in people acting with determination that never wavers. In the eyes of my friends while we fought so hard through the last year. I can't look away from the strength of resolve. That's when his expression softens lightly and he answers.
Alright. To answer your questions.
Hang on a sec. Got an eyelash stuck in my eye. I'm gonna get that out and we will finish this up. Stay tuned. Okay, and we're back. Let's finish this up.
What you saw was the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labris. She was given a heart so she could use a persona.
A weapon? Then she really is a robot. But she's so cute. And she even sounds like a normal girl. Oh, so that's what her lost memories were about. And since she has a heart, she has a shadow too.
She has a shadow? Do you mean the thing where there's 2 of her?
I nod and tell him about how the world works, especially about the shadows. I'm not great at explaining things, but I've already told Labris not too long ago, so I should know what to say. I hope. The guy in the cape listens quietly, nodding low, and again, as if he understands everything I'm saying.
I get it now. The mastermind behind all this isn't Labris, but her shadow.
I think that's it anyway. She didn't have any memories and thought she was the student council president. But I wonder what's with this tournament. What could she have wished for to make this happen?
I have some suspicions about that. Labris may have been forced to do some inhumane things while she was in development. Her original circumstances may be related to the setup of this Grand Prix.
Then, this tournament is a reenactment of what Labris went through in her past?
Looks like you'll be alone forever. No one can understand you. I recall what the shadow said. That's what Labris had been feeling all this time.
She just wanted someone to understand how she felt. Is that it?
So that's why she made people fight against their friends. Because she had to do it in her past? But still, nobody could understand her. That may have been what the shadow was saying. I was doubting her too. I didn't even try to believe what she was saying. Even though my way of doing things wasn't great, I'm starting to get lost in my own thoughts, but the cape guy speaks up.
That's all I can tell you. If you still want to search for her, you'll have to defeat me to move on. What'll it be?
I search for the right words within me. I need to think this through before I say anything. I could see the strength in his eyes, waiting for me to say the right thing. I can't say I'm doing this just because.
Labris wished to make us go through what she went through. That means she wanted to be understood. She wanted someone to save her.
That's just your guess, though.
But if it's possible I'm right, then I can't abandon her. That's why I won't go back until I've saved her. Her heart is worth fighting for.
I'm looking straight into his eyes as I say this, and he smiles. But even though he's smiling, he suddenly seems a lot more menacing.
Name. Mine's Akihiko Sanada.
I'm Chie Satonaka, a 3rd year at Yasogami High.
I like the fire in your eyes. Then let's fight. Let's see whose passion comes out on top.
So, are we going through Chie's entire story here? Like, epilogue and all? It seems like it's dragging a little bit more than the other ones. Oh wow, yeah, we are going past 15 bookmarks. This is really going a lot longer. Ooh, that was a hard fight, but
I won?
Looks like it.
I won. Akiko-san stands up and quietly speaks to me.
Chie, what are you gonna do when you get to Labris?
What will I do when I get to her? I need to answer this properly too. Now that I've won, I can't half-ass anything.
I'm gonna apologize for saying such awful things to her. But that's not all. I want to talk to her. really come to an understanding with her. Even if things are too painful for you to endure on your own, you can still overcome them if you have friends to help. I know that, and I want to show her that too. That's why I won't let her be alone, no matter what.
It's no good. I wanted to be strong and straightforward, but my feelings got ahead of my brain. And I couldn't say what I wanted to. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but that's honestly how I feel. I stand there sheepishly, but Akiko's expression softens and he smiles. It's not the same as the determined smile he had before. It's a kind one.
Remind me a little of my friends.
Your friends?
I'm sure you'll be able to do the right thing. Do what your heart tells you.
With that, he takes off his cape and sits on the ground. Excuse me. He hasn't said anything more, but I could tell what he means. Hurry up and go to my place, or go in my place. That's what he's saying, right?
Okay. Thank you very much.
I thanked him before I realized what I was saying. I mean, Akihiko believed in me. Even though we just met, he's placing his faith in me. I may not be the best talker, but we've communicated with our fists, and we've come to an understanding. That's all I could do, or then all I could do now is run. My legs, my heart, everything feels light. I should be able to reach out to that girl now, for sure.
I finally made it back.
While I was on the way, Rise-chan contacted me. Labrys and her shadow seem to have returned to the announcement room together. If they're together, then it most likely means that Labrys has been taken captive by the shadow. If they're in the same place, then Akihiko and I were made to fight just to buy them time. Luckily, Rise-chan says that she's already escaped to a different room. She's complaining about how heavy Kanji-kun is, too. I guess he hasn't woken up yet. In any case, when I open the door, it'll be a 1-1 battle against the shadow. Or 1-on-1 battle against the shadow. I take a deep breath and open the door.
Miss President... Oh, Labrys? Are you here?
That man told you to come here, didn't he?
The moment I enter, a sharp voice calls out to me. I see the speaker standing alone in the center of the room. Is she the shadow? No, this is Labrys herself. Of course, her shadow has to be watching from close by, too. I can't let my guard down.
I came here because I wanted to.
You just want to capture me like all the others. Well,
Labrys reaches for the battle axe attached to her back. I can sense, or I can see in her eyes that she is serious about this.
I didn't come here to fight you.
I'm never going back there. I never want to get put through that again. I'm gonna run away. Just you watch me. If anyone gets in my way, I'll stop them all.
It's no use. She's not listening. She's completely worked up. It must be because her past was so painful. But I need her to calm down right now. I brace myself for the fight and get ready.
I can't stop now. There's something I need you to know.
Final.
What the hell was that? Damn! Almost had that. Well, there's my first loss of the game so far. Well, for this character anyway.
Welcome to the Vel.
I wish you good luck.
Final.
Fuck me! And I'm dead again.
Welcome to the Vel.
Very well.
Haha, you told me that you'd make it. Welcome back, uwu person. Yeah, for this one, I think we're going, like, through the entire story. It doesn't look like there's a to be continued for Chie here. So fucking close this time, come on. There we go. Getting my ass handed to me by a beauty named after an axe. Well, I was a minute ago. Finally beat her.
Why? Why won't anyone understand?
Labrys, I wanted to...
I kneel down to talk to Labrys, who's on the floor. The scenery beyond the glass wall begins to distort. This... Oh. New cutscene. What is this? Oh, okay. All of her dead sister units. What is this? It's so horrifying that I almost fall backwards. These things shaped like people are hanging everywhere. There's a giant furnace-like object in the center, and more of the things crammed into it like trash. What in the world is this? Don't tell me, is this what Labrys has kept hidden inside her heart? When I came back to my senses, I noticed that the shadow has appeared behind Labrys.
Never happened. You! Of course Shia-san's angry. You did lie to her after all. And wow, you didn't hesitate for a second to attack her. So you do want her to suffer then. You want to make her go through what you did, right? That's not true! You want the everyday boys and girls to experience what you had to go through, right? That's why we're in a school, having a fighting tournament. You want to see close friends fight for their lives against each other. Because if they do that, then they might understand. You
want to make them understand.
That ain't true.
Labrys clutches her head. I try to reassure her, but nothing I say seems to reach her. It's like the shadow is the only voice she can hear. The shadow twists its mouth into a smile and continues whispering into Labrys' ear.
It was all for nothing. It just left you more of an outcast than ever.
It's all right, though. I'll take care of everything from here. You are me, after all.
I'll destroy anyone who doesn't understand you and comes to get in your way. Just like you once did. Stop it! That's all a lie. You're not me.
Labrys, no!
Don't say it!
You can't be me! Finally! You finally said it! Now, I can be myself!
Yes, the power!
A shadow going berserk. No matter how many times I see it, it's still overwhelming. But now isn't the time to think about stuff like this. Labrys goes limp and falls to the floor. I stand between her and the shadow to protect her.
Okay, just wait for me.
I'm exhausted from today's series of battles. The shadow has an immense power. And even worse, I'm all alone in this fight. It's unlike anything from last year. But I'm surprisingly confident in myself. Of course I'm nervous, but I have a strong resolve, and it makes up for any fear I might have. I mean, this is my wish after all. It's my dream
I'll make sure
too.
to protect you. If this is about wanting to protect someone, I damn well won't lose.
Oh, by the way, earlier, Uwu person, you ended up missing a, branching story path for Chie. Kind of like the Yukiko one, there is one where you can kind of go off base. But instead of trying to kill her friends with a poison lunchbox, Chie went off hunting for a beef bowl. Ended up jumping out the window of the building. Why the hell was Shadow Labrys easier to deal with than the real Labrys? I think the Shadow one has a more badass persona.
It's over.
Excuse me. It's always those types of words that trigger the Shadow's power. Instead of going no or don't say it, just clock them in the face, shut them up. Chie jumped out the window. Yep, she jumped out the window to go and hunt for a beef bowl. The shadow finally stops moving. I also sink to my knees as the tension drains out of me. But Labrys is safe. She's still trembling behind me, but at least she's not hurt. I was able to protect her, right?
Huh? Why did you protect me? Weren't you mad?
Yeah, I can't blame her for thinking that. I was really angry back then, after all. I didn't even try to understand what Labrys was feeling. But seeing Labrys with that blank look on her face is funny for some reason, and I can't help but laugh.
I wasn't mad at all. Actually, it's you who should be mad at me. I said so many awful things to you. I'm really sorry.
I could never be angry at you. I'm the one who did all those awful things.
Labrys looks over to the shadow. There's a pain on her face. I wonder if she still can't completely accept her shadow. No, of course she can't. It's not something you could just accept without a lot of soul searching. She'd spent this whole time being tormented by what the shadow represented. Considering that Labrys seems like a serious person, she might be the type to think that everything else is her responsibility. But that's not true. There's no need for her to bear this alone. I want to tell her that so badly right now.
About this Grand Prix. I mean, yeah, it was tough. But it wasn't all bad.
Huh?
It taught me a lot of important things.
My weakness. The ambiguity of the dream that I embraced. And I also was able to remember again the fact that I'm not alone. Just as the shadow said, my weak self may never completely disappear, but I could face that. I mean, I have friends with me after all. I'm not alone. That's why I'll be alright. I'll overcome it no matter how many times I need to from now on.
I want to thank you. And your other self over there, too. I still don't know what kind of pain you've been through, so tell me about it. I want you to tell me everything, like how you feel and what you're thinking.
Tell you about myself?
Mm-hmm. I'll listen. If you have something that's too painful to bear alone, then let's work it out together.
Together? I'm not alone anymore?
Aww. I nod back at her. After hearing my words, Labrys finally looks up, and looks to her other self. She's still trembling, but she isn't looking away anymore. I was so bad at explaining myself, but I think she understands what I was trying to say. Labrys stands up and walks towards her other self. I watch her as she walks over to the shadow, standing tall. Her posture tells me how she feels. It says I'm alright now.
I'm sorry I ignored you all this time. I was the one who left you all alone. No. You are me, after all. This is my persona.
This is making you cry? It is a touching scene. Now that Labrys has accepted herself, she turns towards me. That's when she finally smiles. It's a smile from the bottom of her heart that I can tell she's never shown to anyone before. It makes even my heart skip a beat. Man, this girl is really pretty. Indeed she is. Have a heart, damn it. I take Labrys with me, and we go to get everyone who's been trapped by the walls created by the tournament rules. Since the real mastermind is gone, the invisible walls have disappeared, and everyone should be free now. We go around to each place. Yukon, Yosuke-kun, Yukiko, and Teddy. Rise-chan brought Kanji, who had finally woken up, and even Naoto-kun showed up, and she shouldn't even be here. She told us that she just happened to be back in town because of the job she was doing. Eventually, we all got out of the school, or got to the school's rooftop as a big group. When we open the door to the rooftop area, we see something surprising. This isn't a rooftop at all. Instead, the area before us was the studio-like place we had used as the entrance area to the TV world during the case last year. School, bless, school roof, bless. Shut up. It should have disappeared after that, but it looks like it got restored when Labrys entered the TV world and the school was created. True, once the Midnight Channel started airing again, people who start taking interest like last year. So maybe that's why the studio place came back. Still, the investigation team is back together again. This would be the perfect time. Labrys was hiding behind me, but I reach around and shove her in front of me towards my friends.
I have someone to introduce to you guys. This here is Labrys-chan.
Chie-san?
I explain everything that happened to everybody. I tell them that Labrys is a victim of the events that took place here. And even though she has an obviously mechanical body, her heart is that of a human. Her shadow had come out of her and was the one who had masterminded the tournament, but Labrys had accepted it and everything was solved. And everything else that I may be forgetting right here. This is the third time today that I've had to explain this, so I think I've gotten pretty good at it. Labrys looks anxious while I talk, but the first one to speak up after I'm done is Yukon. I expected as much. He's our leader after all.
That must have been tough. You feeling okay?
Huh?
Having a shadow come out of you is pretty draining. Seriously, I was ready to collapse for a few days when it happened to me.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing that you're able to stand like that on your own.
Labrys looks back between me and everyone else with utter surprise. No one minds Labrys, and they keep trying to talk to her, all speaking at the same time.
Could it be because she's a mech? Wow. Isn't it cool for a mech like her to have a heart?
I can't think of any way it could be weirder than an idol, a detective, and a tame shadow, but here we are.
I don't know. I think Teddy was even crazier. The way he grew a body inside of himself from scratch.
I am more intrigued by her than Teddy, though. May I examine your internal workings for a bit?
Now, Chun, if you're going to touch anyone's internal workings, do mine.
With all due respect, I shall have to decline.
Man, I don't blame her for going all quiet right now. I tap Labrys on the shoulder, seeing that she is at a loss for words.
What's wrong, Labrys? Well, I thought that everyone would be angrier.
You're sending more Labrys bartending? Make it so. That's what I thought. But Labrys, you got it all wrong.
What would we be angry about?
Now that it's over, it wasn't all that bad.
The battle to decide the strongest man was pretty intense, though.
Is that what it was about?
Well, they may be taking it in stride a little more than is normal, but no one would hate you, Labrys.
Labrys looks at each person's face. Everyone's smiling, aren't they? I'm not lying.
Thank you so much.
Jeez, you're so formal. You can just call me Chie. We're friends, remember?
Friends.
You can just call me Yukiko, too.
And you can just call me Prince Teddy.
Teddy pisses you off whenever he talks to Naoto. Well, as long as he isn't creeping on Nanako, then he's fine.
That's longer than your real name, though.
Go back to the Wild Kingdom where you belong. Oh, would the carnivore like to join him?
What did you call me? Go back to the Disappointment Ranger Ressentiment hideout.
You've got it all wrong. Ressentiment is French. Mal is pronounced completely different from the man in Featherman.
It seems he's smarter than he looks.
Sheesh. We're wrapping up everything so well, and then Yosuke has to go on about stupid stuff. If we keep sniping at each other like this, Labrys is just gonna pull back into her shell, and we just got her talking. Or so I thought. Labrys burst out into laughter. That alone warms my heart. The case is finally over. The realization is finally hitting me. As I sigh in relief, some more people appear behind us.
Everything's working out nicely.
The Red Cape. It's Akihiko-san. Could the other two ladies with him be his friends? I sense Labrys go tense next to me. That's right, he said he was going to take her back. I step forward as if protecting Labrys. Not that I'm making a scene about it, but just in case.
So you're Satonaka. Akihiko told me about you. I'm Mitsuru Kirijo. In a way, you could say that I'm Labrys's handler.
The beautiful woman in the coat introduces herself. Kirijo. That sounds familiar. Didn't Akihiko-san mention that name too?
I'm Aigis. Thank you so much for saving my older sister. Older sister? Then are you Labrys's younger sister? Wait, then are you a machine too?
Of course she is, imbecile, can't you tell?
Yes. I too am a robot.
Aigis-san smiles. I take a closer look at her, and it's true. Her body is mechanical, just like Labrys. Wow, all these robot girls running around. It's so futuristic. Who in the world made something like them? Wait a sec. Kirijo? Does she mean the Kirijo group Kirijo? Me insulting Chie, wow. Well, I love Chie, but she's kinda daft sometimes. And if that's her last name, then... oh crap. These people are from a completely different world than the rest of us. I unconsciously stand up straighter. No, I can't lose my nerve. I have to make sure I stand my ground. I can't let them take Labrys away.
Chie-chan, it's okay.
Just as I open my mouth with resolution, Labrys stops me, as if she guessed what I was going to say. She steps around from behind me. Then she steps towards Mitsuru-san and the others.
You've come to take me away, yeah? I'm ready.
Labrys?
Chie-chan, I can't ask for anything more. I've made so many friends. And you've all accepted me. I'll be okay now.
But if you're caught, that's not okay.
She went through so much pain, and we just became friends, too. I want to spend more time laughing with her. I squeeze Labrys' hand. Labrys looks slightly troubled, a heart-rending face that looks like she might be crying and smiling at all the same.
I'm sorry to interrupt the heated discussion, but I have no intentions of sealing you away.
Huh?
Your shadow going berserk was an irregularity caused by this world. It wasn't due to any malfunction in you. Luckily, because of what happened, you are now in complete control of your persona. Isn't that so, Akihiko?
Yeah, that's right.
Akihiko-san nods along with Mitsuru-san's words. Persona. Oh, but Akihiko wasn't there when Labrys gained her persona. As my gaze is wandering, Akihiko-san glances towards me in a significant way. Could it be that he helped us out? Not only is he strong, he's so understanding. He's a real man.
Not gonna be locked up?
Yes! I'm so glad for you, Labrys.
This is like a dream. I can't believe this. Thank you, Chie. Labrys?
What? Labrys Oh. Labrys suddenly stops moving. The way she stopped was odd. Akihiko-san and the others seem to have noticed as well, and they furrow their brows. That's when...
It's not over yet.
What was that? That wasn't Labrys' voice. It's emanating from Labrys, but it's completely different.
Is this the same communication system we use? Everyone, step away from Labrys.
Mitsuru-san raises her voice as Labrys brandishes her axe. The metallic blade, almost as tall as she is, gouges at the ground. Small chips of concrete brush past my cheek as the floor breaks up. That was close. I mean, what's going on? I look back to Labrys in confusion, but there's no light in her eyes.
What the? I cannot gain access. She is being hacked.
Oh, it's the asshole from... what the hell was his name? Was it, like, Xiaomi Nazuki or something? From Ultimax? That fucking jagoff is taking control of her.
It isn't coming from inside this facility. The signal originates elsewhere.
You mean outside the TV?
This is just a little extra resistance. Now, entertain me.
The voice that comes back sounds nothing like her original voice. Within the blink of an eye, Labrys dashes towards me. That guy's in this game. Well, I don't know if he actually shows up physically, but that's got to be who it is controlling her. I don't think it could be anybody else. If I don't brace myself, I'll be going down.
Why do we have to fight each other again?
Final. Fight.
What's this? Huh? I'm going for it! Time for it! Huh? Oh, God! Huh? Protect me,
Wow, 21 bookmarks, that's double the others. Yeah, it, for whatever reason, it's not doing a to be continued for her. Which makes me wonder how, Tanji's is gonna play out, if we're gonna play his entire story when we next stream this. Then we got Yukon, and then we got the, other epilogues.
My, she was quite easily defeated. Evidently, I didn't push her far enough. Well, she is a test unit, so this is as far as my little game goes.
That voice continues emanating from Labris, who has fallen to her knees and stopped moving. So whoever is speaking through her is controlling her. How dare they treat her like some object? What the hell's wrong with them?
Why are you doing this to Labris?
As I yell in anger, Labris straightens up in an unnatural manner.
I should thank you all. Although this didn't work out, you did stay in it to the very end.
Labris's shadow was only the mastermind of the tournament. I see now. You're the true culprit behind the whole thing.
That's right. Labris wasn't a persona user, she was a victim. The shadow should have appeared after that. That means there was somebody else who dropped Labris into the TV. Just like in last year's case.
Indeed. It was I who stole Labris away. Since I don't have a persona and can't enter a TV, I needed a puppet that could run amok for me. Labris's persona was only partially awakened, so I had a feeling her shadow would appear if she underwent a little suffering. You got the better of me this time. You deserve to know at least that much.
This time? Are you still planning something?
Who knows?
What the hell? Labris has a heart. Do you even understand how much pain she went through because of you?
Seriously, what the hell? Labris is being controlled from some safe place outside the TV. How much suffering do they think Labris went through? How could they laugh when she's in so much pain? But the voice continues on, mocking me for not understanding.
A heart, hmm? Meaningless. Whether or not she has one matters not at all to my plan.
What?
Well then, everyone, until we meet again.
The voice cuts out and Labris immediately collapses on the spot. Aiga-san instantly catches her and calls out to her, but Labris is unconscious. I don't know what to do with my fists, so I begin swinging them aimlessly. We saved her, and she was so happy. Why did she have to be put through
It
this?
seems whoever our adversary is, they're connected to us. You shouldn't get involved in this any further. From here on, leave this to us.
Wait a sec! After what that bastard did to us, you're telling us to butt out?
I understand how you feel, but this is too dangerous for you.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Mitsuru. They can handle it.
We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. Trust in us and let us work.
Trust them that they know what the hell they're doing in this world. They're Persona users too. The guy's pissing you off, you'd punch him, but you don't want to touch Cutie Labris. Yeah, show me Nazuki as a jagoff. I'm so irritated that I can't put my thoughts into words. Mitsuru-san may be right, but that doesn't do anything for my feelings. Bullshit, she isn't. I mean, if some bastard's gonna say that a person's heart has no meaning, I can't just let them get away with it.
Guys, let's leave this to them.
Welcome to the stream, Petra. You're just banging and crashing and flat out 2? I assume you meant to say Fallout 2. Haven't played that game yet myself. Played a little bit of the original Fallout, and I enjoyed New Vegas, and 4 was okay, but it was slightly disappointing. Still need to finish 3 as well. I'm about to shout at Mitsuru-san, but Yukon stops me. We should get out of here. I know what he's getting at, but yes, I'm completely exhausted. And I did fight some seriously intense battles, one after another. And some of us, like Rise-chan, have been stuck in this world for so long that I'm sure she's at her limit. I mean, thinking rationally, I know that we need to go back home. Still, seeing Labrys unconscious in Aigis' arms wounds me. Isn't there anything we could do for Labrys? Do we have to say goodbye like this? I look towards Yukon once more when he winks at me.
What?
You're getting a hunch that it's the scientist guys. He said Labrys is just a test subject like some science guy. Those guys are all dead. Excuse me. But yeah, all those scientists are dead. When we return to the real world, all the energy that has been powering me so far drains away and I begin staggering. Everyone else appears to be in a similar state, and we immediately go our separate ways without much discussion. I went straight home and fell into bed, but I couldn't get to sleep. All these feelings are swirling around inside me, and I can't sort them out. Sheesh. As I toss and turn in bed, my cell phone rings without warning. I look at it, but it's a number I don't recognize. I should ignore it. But it does bother me that I'm getting a call right now. I decide to pick up. Lo and behold, the voice I hear is... The call said to meet in a certain location, and next morning, when I arrived, I saw an amazing limousine parked in the plain country road. It's just, this thing is so long, it's insane. There's Demolition Derby racing, the game is called Flat Out 2 Ultimate Carnage Head-On. Ah, okay. Can it even turn a corner? It's hard to see the windows of this ridiculous limo, but I can see 4 people who are just as remarkable as the car itself. Labrys had called me last night, and the people in the car were Mitsuru-san's group. Thank goodness she did wake up after all. When I call out to her, Labrys immediately gets out of the car. Mitsuru-san, Nakahiko-san, and Aigis-san follow as well. Oh, and she's not carrying that axe on her back. I imagine that would be hard to get into the car with that thing.
Sorry for calling you here all of a sudden, but they told me we'd be leaving already.
The follow-up is over, after all. Our work here is done.
I'm glad to hear that, Master.
Master?
Actually, I spoke a bit with Akihiko on the phone last night, too. When I thanked him for helping us persuade Mitsuru-san, all he said was, it wasn't anything special, I only did what was necessary. Damn, what an awesome thing to say. During that little chat, I became convinced that what this person is striving for is very similar to my own goals. That's why I'm going to call him Master. I'll look up to him as an ideal until I can match his strength and resolve. Looks like this game never ends.
I told you to stop calling.
Yeah, it's, Persona games are always long.
No, you're my master. Though, I gotta admit, part of me has just always wanted to say macho things like that.
But you're not a man.
A true man isn't bound by his sex.
Your leap of logic is so extreme it could reach the moon.
Labrys giggles at seeing our banter. I can't help but smile as well. He sounds embarrassed, but maybe a little happy too. Still,
Going with them too, Labrys?
be honest, I wanted to be with her more. But if I said such things, it would just trouble Labrys, so I swallow those words. Labrys speaks to me as such things are going through my mind.
I decided I'm gonna work with Mitsuru-san and them. I'm gonna find whoever it was that set you all up and catch him myself. I won't let any danger come to you guys. So, this is just a short farewell. Labrys.
I feel like someone gripped my heart. Labrys has been through so much worse than we have. All the problems she had to face, yet she's going to fight for us? Whoever the culprit is, they can't be allowed to get away with doing that to her. Labrys has such a kind heart. For them to treat her like some object is just unforgivable. My happiness for Labrys, my anger at the bastard who had controlled her, and my frustration at not being able to help. I feel tears in my eyes. I look down, not wanting her to see me cry, but a large hand slaps me on the back.
Your passion had a real effect on Labrys. You should be more proud.
Looks like you want to banging and bashing in and flat out too because you need a better car than you have now? So what is it? It's like a demolition game? Oh wait, you already said that. Yeah, demolition derby racing game. Still never really got into racing games myself.
Master!
A true man is only allowed to cry when he loses his wallet.
Yes, Master!
That's a rather shallow occasion for tears.
Yeah.
Something happened to you during your trip?
It's true that the mental scars one would face if one lost one's wallet in an unknown land halfway across the globe would be immeasurable.
Ah, there they are. Hey!
Our friends have gathered around us. Of course, I had told everyone about the phone call I'd gotten from Labrys.
Stayed a little longer, you know?
Seriously, we got a whole week off and we didn't get to hang out at all.
It's truly a shame. Well, until next time.
Until we meet again.
Labrys is smiling, surrounded by all of us. My passion had a real effect on Labrys, that's what Master said, but I don't think it's entirely true. Labrys changed because of her own will. She seriously wished that she was understood. That's why her wish came true. I think that's all there is to it.
We should get going.
At Mitsuru-san's signal, the limousine engine turns on. It's time for them to leave. Labrys' face clouds over. Sheesh, looks like I gotta say something.
No, a true man wouldn't cry.
I make a bright smile. Labrys also smiles, then enters the limo. As the car takes off, Labrys sticks her head out the window and yells loudly.
I'm really glad that I met you, Chie!
Oh, it's no use. I'm the one who told her not to cry. Labrys is smiling, just like I told her. Looks like I won't be a true man today.
I'll see you!
After seeing them off, we held the long-postponed reunion party for Yukon. We were all feeling a little down after having to say farewell to Labrys, but that immediately picked our spirits back up. Wait, what Akiko said, did he lose his wallet in Ninaba? Actually, I think he lost his wallet in Mexico. That's where he was before he ended up, going to Inaba. We were so happy that everyone was able to get together like this. We thought that it was impossible, and there was one more happy surprise. Also, this doesn't mean that we won't be able to see Labrys again. Did he cry? I'm assuming so. I stretched out and looked up at the sky. Yep, Golden Week starts for us today. Later that night.
Dear Akihiko-san. That doesn't feel right.
I crumble up yet another piece of paper and throw it into the trash can. I just can't figure out how to start this letter. I'm not really good at writing letters.
Oh, maybe it's too formal.
All those how to write professional business letters articles I looked up online really aren't being very helpful. I take a deep breath and...
My master. Ooh, much better.
I relax, and my pen flows the wishes of my heart. I don't have the best penmanship, but I think it's a lot nicer to get a handwritten letter than an email.
How have you and Labras been? I've been well. I've been doing my best while remembering what you said to me on that day. Do you remember? You told me that I would be able to do the right thing. That made me want to become a police officer even more. So, in order to catch the culprit, me and the investigation team are... Oh, crap! Phew! That was close. I'm supposed to keep that a secret from him.
We're gonna find the one who had been using Labras. In other words, the investigation team is back in action. Yeah, suck it, Mitsuru. You can't keep the investigation team down. That was the big surprise that had come out at Yukon's party. Yukon himself was the one who suggested it, so we were all surprised. Haha, seriously. He'd said, let's leave this to them, right in front of Mitsuru-san and the others. But it looks like Yukon had other plans in mind right from the start. Man, if he could be such a convincing actor, I can't go spilling the beans in the letter. But to lie to Master... No, I have to lie to him. I can't let him find out no matter what. I crumble up the piece of paper and again throw it away.
This really isn't my thing. I'll give it another try tomorrow.
Use Microsoft Word. I'll be able to do the right thing. I'm gonna believe in those words and do my best to live up to them. I really want them to know that. Or want him to know that. Next to the letter is a Police Academy entrance exam guide. I bought this a long time ago, but I haven't even touched it since I bought it. I gotta face that someday too. When I look at the clock, I realize that it's already past midnight.
So sleepy. Oh. Since Yukon's with us again, we've gotta give what we decided on our best shot. Investigating on our own, huh?
I stand up from my chair and stretch out, then fall onto my bed. It's so fluffy, I can't stop myself from immediately drifting off into sleep.
I'll do my best to...
My future, what I want to protect, an enemy we must fight. There's so much that I need to think about. I'm not good at thinking, and there's probably going to be a lot of things that don't go as we plan. But I just need to concentrate on one thing at a time. Even if something doesn't go well, I shouldn't let it get to me. Yes, because I have friends, I know I can go on. Oh, there we go. That's one storyline done. And yeah, we got the after story for Chie completed there too, which means when we do Kanji's story, we're probably going to...
Welcome to the Velvet.
Oh.
This place exists between dream and reality.
Okay.
Mind and matter. Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so we have them to complete. We're probably going to save you for the very last, because main character and, yeah. Just reasons. But yeah, after we do Kanji, we'll go through the other characters again. Mitsuru, Akihiko. Where the hell is Akihiko? Wait, first we're going to start with Worst Girl. Just get her right out of the way, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. But, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that tonight. We're probably going to end up doing a stream tomorrow, because, again, I'm off. I don't have work tomorrow, and, yeah, if I'm not doing this, I'll probably just spend the whole day gaming regardless. So, yeah, we'll see about doing that when we can. As for the upcoming week, we are going to be doing more of this yet again on Wednesday, because I don't see us finishing this completely tomorrow. Friday, we're going to be doing more Lies of P. Probably also going to be doing a Bloodborne collab. I don't know what the plan is for Kuro and Black Healer. I'll have to discuss that with them. Saturday, more Daggerfall, and then Sunday, we are going to be starting up, Ocarina of Time, so, yeah. That's the schedule for the upcoming week. We'll probably do some more day streams as well. Probably more Persona, just complete this so the upcoming week we can start up Shadow of Destiny, but, yeah. This is where we're going to bring things to a close for tonight. Thank you for tuning in, Virgil, I Suck Balls, Jeff the Gamer, Petra, and Uwu Person. Hopefully I will see more of you guys down the line, and with that all being said, here endeth the stream. Until then, stay groovy.